Stop in and visit them today. Conveniently located just across from College Mall on 3rd Street. Check out RoyalOnTheEastSide.com or call 812-332-3333. So why wait? Come test drive a new Audi, Subaru, Volkswagen, or one of their many other quality used cars, vans, trucks, or SUVs. Royal on the East Side is a proud sponsor of IU Athletics.
Hoosier fans, depend on Master Rental for all your rental equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor in need of an excavator or a homeowner doing a weekend deck project, Master Rental is the only place you need. They're your go-to resource for all your home and garden maintenance needs. With the largest, most current rental fleet in the area, including Bobcat, Echo, Exmark, Honda, and Simplicity, Master Rental is your full-service rental provider. Let us take care of you like we take care of Hoosier Village.
Hoosier fans, Harrow Fish Incorporated has been making a difference across Indiana since 1985 as the premier provider of mechanical systems, including heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and process piping. Whether it's a large facility, business, or home, or if you want to work with a local company that is the best at what they do and supports the community, be sure to call HFI for your next project and see how they can make a difference for you.
Did you know the Hoosier Lottery is the only lottery named after its people? That means you.
Me?
Yep, and you.
Me?
Yes, and all of you.
Us?
That's right, and we believe all of you could enjoy some play in your day. Even better, when you play Hoosier Lottery games, you support Indiana. Since 1989, you've given back more than $7 billion to good causes across our state.
Nice.
When you think of it like that, there's so much to play for. Hoosier Lottery, champions of play. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
From tip-off in Bloomington to living rooms across Indiana, we're all part of the Hoosier family. At Smithville, we're not just fans. We're your neighbors, bringing you fast fiber internet, crystal clear voice, and smart security built for the way Hoosiers live. We're proud to be the official telecom partner of IU Athletics, and even prouder to call this community home. Learn more at smithville.com.
On the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield, Hoosier basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Coors Light. Coors Light. Choose chill. Official beer sponsor of Indiana Athletics. And by Smithville delivers fast fiber internet, voice, and smart security with Hometown Hustle. Learn more at smithville.com. The tip is moments away. From the Smithville Broadcast Center, here's the voice of the Hoosiers, Don Fisher.
Welcome back to the United Center here in Chicago as we get set for Indiana against Marquette here this afternoon. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Indiana University basketball. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here this afternoon, brought to you by Green & Schultz, Trial Lawyers, and in that context, here's how Indiana will line up today. Tayton Connerway, the 6'3 senior out of Burleson, Texas, at one guard. Connor Enright at 6'1", 180, a redshirt senior from Mundelein, Illinois, at the other guard spot, along with Lamar Wilkerson at 6'6", 205, a senior from Ashdown, Arkansas, the third guard. The frontliners are Reed Bailey at 6'10", 230, a senior from Harvard, Massachusetts, and Tucker DeVries at 6'7", 225, a senior from Waukee, Iowa, transferred from West Virginia. The lineup for Marquette we haven't been given yet, and here's the other problem with that at this juncture. We're having a problem right now. We don't have any stats that I can see. They're showing us a replay, or we got replay up here, but no statistical information, and nobody's come up to say they're going to give us any for this day. So I'm just going to give you the starting lineup as I think it's going to be played by Shaka Smart. Sean Jones, a 5'10", a junior from Columbus, Ohio, will be at one guard. Chase Ross, 6'5", a 210-pound senior from Dallas, Texas, at another guard spot. Zane Lowry at 6'5", 205, a junior from Springfield, Missouri, the third guard in the lineup. Ben Gold at 6'11", 235, a senior from Wellington, New Zealand. He will be in the post play today for this ball club from Marquette. And Caden Hamilton, 6'9", 245, a redshirt sophomore from Santa Maria, California, is the other frontliner for Marquette. So that's how they will line up here this afternoon as far as the starters are concerned. And as far as we know for sure. We know what Indiana's lineup is for sure. I'm just not 100% positive. They introduced the other group, but I couldn't tell what they were talking about. The loudspeaker system was a little bonkers and difficult to understand what was going on out there. That said, should be an interesting show here this afternoon. We have no information on who the officials are. We might recognize them once they go up and down the floor, but we have no information as to anything in regard to this event here at the United Center, of which this crowd is much bigger than I anticipated. I'm not saying it's full, but it's close.
It is really close. It is a heck of a crowd. Ton of IU folks, and there's a decent amount of Marquette folks on the other side here. Very, very close to being packed. The absolute top is not full, but aside from that, it is a very well attended game here today against with two really good teams. Both right outside the top 25, but very talented, very well coached. Marquette is almost every single year NCAA tournament team, and they've got some guys back from last year. So I anticipate this to be a heck of a matchup against two teams that really want to build very early in the season, but want to build that NCAA tournament resume.
And it's going to be Caden Hamilton at 6'9" to jump against Reed Bailey, and the tip is controlled by Marquette. Sean Jones comes up with it, brings it across the timeline. Jones drives to the right, fell down, almost lost the handle, and then it's picked up, and a traveling violation is called on Jones.
Yeah, ball screen right away off the tip, and Jones was going a little bit too fast for his own good there. But that's going to be key here for Indiana defensively, guarding that ball screen, especially in transition. These bigs have got to be ready to help out.
Tucker DeVries will inbound for IU against full court pressure. Gold guarding Tucker, throws it into Tatum Conterway. Conterway turns around. He's being guarded by Sean Jones. Down the floor, Conterway gets it across the timeline. Conterway on the dribble, starts it to the right side, throws it over to Lamar Wilkerson. Wilkerson turns around and clears one dribble, gives it back up to Tucker DeVries for a three, and he bangs it home. And Indiana starts off with a three, just like they like it, and that's exactly what happened there. Here the other way is Chase Ross with the basketball. Ross lost the handle, but it's into the hands of Hamilton. Hamilton back to Ross, back to Hamilton, stripped away, but a foul is going to be called on IU. And that personal going to be whistled against Reed Bailey, it looks like, and that'll be his first.
Yeah, Ross did a really nice job with a head fake, which got the defender to think he was going to take that three on the left wing, just enough to get past the first defender. Bailey had to come over and help, and the dump down was there. That's just a nice, very subtle move there by Chase Ross.
At the free throw line, this is Caden Hamilton, who knocks down the free throw, his first. And so it's 3-1 now, Indiana on top. Hamilton with one more shot coming. He had hit 4 of 6 of his free throws going into this ball game, and he knocks down the first one today. Second shot on its way, got it to go as well. He's got his first 2. Indiana's up just 1. 3-2 at the very outside. Here's Conterway up the floor against Jones. Jones all over him, but Tatum with a nice job of getting it across the timeline. Now works it to the right, throws it to Tucker. Another 3 on the way. This one's off the mark, and the rebound comes off to Lowry. And Zane Lowry brings it up for Marquette, drives inside, throws up a shot, won't go. Rebound tipped into the hands of Reed Bailey. Bailey gives it up to Tatum Conterway. He brings it back for IU. Conterway gets it across the timeline, being guarded tightly, throws it over to Reed Bailey, who drives inside against Hamilton. Back out to Connor Enright, who puts up a 3, and he missed. And the rebound taken by Gold for Marquette. Now down the floor, Chase Ross all the way inside, lost the handle, another foul's called.
Yeah, Connor Enright got absolutely crushed there at half court. That's what I was mentioning earlier. In transition, Marquette is bringing those bigs all the way up to the half court, and they're setting ball screens. They want to get downhill with their guards and create that mismatch off an early ball screen before the defense can even set up. And that looks like that's Reed Bailey's second foul there on the reach-in.
And that's exactly right. He's got 2 already, and Sam Alexis getting ready to check in. Chase Ross goes to the free throw line. He tries to tie this ball game at 3 and does exactly that. And he'll have a second shot. He's hit 12 of 15 on the season, the 2-game season, but he just knocked down with that one, so now he's 13 for 16 on the year. And he'll have one more. He's a southpaw shooter, and a very good one at that, and knocks in his first 2 points of the ball game. He leads them in scoring right now at 19 a game in the first 2 games. Tucker against the full court pressure. Throws it outside to Tatum Connerway. Fires it over to Lamar Wilkerson, and a whistle blows.
Well, they called 10-second call.
10 seconds?
Yeah, that time Marquette was in a zone press, and Indiana took their time. I don't like the call at all. He skipped that ball all the way up to Lamar Wilkerson, who was wide open in the right corner, Don. And that call came from the opposite baseline, away from the basketball. That 10-second call was a little premature there.
Well, the ball's going to be taken out of bounds by Chase Ross. He'll trigger the inbound. So Indiana's turned it over once. Here is a drive on the left side, and a drive by Ross, who misses the shot, and it's tipped away into the hands of Tucker DeVries. Down the floor, bounces it outside. It comes to Sam Alexis. He finds Tucker DeVries. Now outside it comes to Lamar, or make that Tatum Connerway. He bounces to Alexis. He turns and faces Hamilton. Now throws it back outside, gets it down low. They find Connor and right, then off to Tucker. He drives it back out to Lamar Wilkerson for 3. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound, Sam Alexis lost the handle, got it back, and Marquette comes up with a loose ball. Back the other way, Ross. He finds Sean Jones. Jones pulls up, throws it back outside. Indiana fans thought he might have got away with a travel there, but the pass comes to Zayd Lowry now. Lowry off to Caden Hamilton. Hamilton on the dribble. Turns around, works it to the left, hands it off to Chase Ross. He drives it back inside, and they threw it away. So Indiana will get it on the first turnover by Marquette.
Yeah, nice defense there from the Hoosiers. You can already tell early in this contest, Marquette's going to try to drive the ball to the basket. And the key for Indiana defensively is to be able to keep the ball in front. But even if they get a step on you, you can't bail them out by fouling. You got to stay hands straight up in the air, use your body, get a nice contest. You got to make Marquette make tough shots against your half-court defense. But they're trying to draw fouls. They're getting downhill, trying to get to the free throw line, and Indiana's got to stay disciplined here.
Already 2 changes now as Royce Parham is coming to the ball game for Marquette. Likewise, Adrian Stevens is in for Marquette as well. So a couple of changes here early. Alexis the only one thus far for IU. Now a whistle blows for away from the basketball, and the foul is called against Indiana. Oh, my apology. That was actually against Stevens, who just came into the ball game. So it is Indiana's basketball. Tucker gets it end-to-end right. Down the floor, he throws it into Lamar Wilkerson. He drives in, throws up a wild shot, and it went in. Holy cow. That was incredible. Lamar Wilkerson was fouled underneath the basket. He kept going. You're sliding outside, just threw the ball up in the air. It went off the backboard and dropped in.
Oh, and I don't know that there was a lot of contact, but that was an absolute circus shot that time by Lamar Wilkerson. And Indiana did a nice job breaking the full court press. Wilkerson's been the deep man. He wants to shoot the 3 once Indiana breaks that press, but that time he had a wide open lane to get to the basket. A chance here at a 3-point play.
And Lamar fires it up there and knocks it in. Lamar Wilkerson has his 3rd point. Indiana's got 6 on the board. 6-4 IU. Here's a long one by Gold from my outside. He airballed it. So that'll bring the chance from the IU crowd. And Indiana gets the ball back. Pressure comes immediately. They guard everybody on the inbound. Parham is guarding Tucker DeVries on the inbound pass. Tucker slaps it one time, looks, then throws it outside to Connerway. Connerway picks it up. Another new face, Nigel James Jr. checks in for Marquette. Down on the right side, Connerway drives it all the way inside to Alexis for a little jump hook, and he knocks it down. Sam Alexis with his first 2. And Indiana's on top now 8-4. Here's a drive left side, and another foul called on IU. That's Connor Enright who gets nailed for that personal. That'll be his first. And again, we're seeing kind of the same thing we saw in the Alabama A&M game. The officials are calling it very tight here at the outset.
Yeah, this could be an issue here for Indiana. You want to play aggressive, but Marquette's not going to back down. Just because you're pressuring the basketball, they're going to try to turn the corner and get to the rim. And the key here is you don't get yourself in foul trouble. Indiana is not the deepest of teams here. They've got to stay fresh.
Pass comes into Parham. I take that back. That's Hayden Hamilton. Lost the handle, but got it back. Now Hamilton turns around, finally gets it over to Chase Ross. Ross now drives it into the lane. Another foul called on IU. And this time they get Peyton Connerway, I think. And so he picks up the personal, and Connerway has his first. That is the fourth foul called on IU already. So the ball will be taken out of bounds. Ross will inbound it. And gets it in, goes to Parham, then back to Ross. Ross on the drive to the left side, back outside to Parham, who tries to drive on Sisley, couldn't do it. Now James has got the ball. He throws up a shot. We got another foul called on IU.
They missed a moving screen there on that dribble handoff, and that's tough because you're going to get Marquette getting right deep in the paint, and that weak side's got to help out. And so far, Marquette's done a great job of just continuing to attack the basket. I can't believe he's going to the free throw line here if that's continuation here.
Trent Sisley, yeah, Trent Sisley got called for that one. Indiana just getting rocked by a number of fouls called here in the early going. And that free throw by Nigel James is his first. So he's got 1 point out of Huntington, New York. Second shot on its way, and he got them both. And now the score reads 8-6. Indiana on top. But full court pressure comes again, as it will on almost every inbound play. And the bounce pass comes to Lamar Wilkerson. He'll bring it up. And he's guarded out there by Zabe Lowry. And Lowry back in the ball game now as Lamar works it out near midcourt. Looks for help, finds it over to Sam Alexis. Sam turns around, dribbles it to the right side. He gets bumped pretty hard, no call. Now the other way, Connerway down low. In trouble, now forces up a shot, missed it, got his own rebound. Now he got knocked to the floor, and they're going to call a foul on Lowry.
Yeah, I like what Connerway's done here. He's attacked the rim, off of the press. He's not settling for half-court offense. He's going. And that time, he's got to be that third option offensively as teams pressure at the defensive end. Connerway has the ability to beat that first guy. And although a bit undersized, he has shown the ability to finish around the rim.
So the inbound comes from Connerway. He gets it to Sam Alexis. Sam out on the right side of the circle on the dribble. Then trying to hand it off, and Trent Sisley comes up with it. Connerway gets it back. Now Tatum to the right side. Now holds up. Bounces it off to Sam Alexis. Way away from the basket. Only 4 in the shot clock. Lamar's going to have to force one up there. Drives, pulls up, shoots it, and misses. Rebound taken out of there by Chase Ross. Ross up the floor at a flurry. And another foul's called. And let's see who's this one on.
Connerway again. That's his second. This is bad news for Indiana right now.
So Indiana's in a major league problem with fouls right now. The aggressiveness of Marquette a factor, but at the same time, the officials seem to be only calling it one way. So timeout on the floor, 15:52 on the clock. Our first television timeout. Indiana 8, Marquette 6. Back in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Your health is affected by a lot of things in your life, like what you eat, where you work, or even how you get to a doctor. It all connects. That's why CareSource offers so much more than health insurance. We connect you to the resources in our community that make your life better so your health can be better too. But the most important connection we're making in Indiana is with you. CareSource. Care that connects. Connect with us now at caresource.com.
IU Credit Union. We believe in community commitment, a long-term relationship, building a strong and trusted partnership.
Appreciation and respect go a very long way.
A fair deal for everyone every day.
Leave your doubts behind. Grow your mind, time to shine. Make the day whatever you design.
IU Credit Union believes you can chase and dream. We started a credit union and created a community.
Visit Bloomington and South Central Indiana's Royal on the East Side today for a large selection of new and used Subaru, Volkswagen, and Audi vehicles. Their large and diverse selection of both new and used vehicles ensures that they have the vehicle for you, no matter what it is you're looking for. Stop in and visit them today. Conveniently located just across from College Mall on 3rd Street. Check out RoyalOnTheEastSide.com or call 812-332-3333. So why wait? Come test drive a new Audi, Subaru, Volkswagen, or one of their many other quality used cars, vans, trucks, or SUVs. Royal on the East Side is a proud sponsor of IU Athletics.
Welcome back once again to the United Center here in Chicago, Illinois, where Indiana right now is leading 8-6, but in major foul trouble here in the early going. 15:52 remaining in this first half. Hey, Hoosier fans, get ready to cheer for free fries at all men's basketball home games when the opposing team misses both free throws and a single trip to the line. You score a free order of Finney fries. Head to any Finney Hospitality Group restaurant in Bloomington or the Indianapolis area to enjoy your fries. Learn more at www.finneyfries.com.
16 fouls in 4 minutes, Don. That's not good. Next one, Marquette's going to be in the 1-and-1. And that's not the most concerning thing about it. Indiana is getting full court pressed. Marquette's going to run a ton of bodies at you. You cannot be afford at all to have guys in foul trouble.
James trying to inbound. He finally gets it into Caden, or to Hamilton, I should say. Hamilton now feeds it over inside. A nice feed down low to Zane Lowry, and he makes the easy layup. His first two, and we're tied at 8-all. Here's a drive by Connerway, who's got 2 fouls already. He lays it up inside, missed it, tipped away into the hands of Ross, and Chase Ross is on the attack. Ross, top of the key, lost the handle, almost. Are you kidding me? They just called another foul on Trent Sisley, and that's ridiculous.
They might have called that on Connerway, which is going to be his second, Don, and which is even a worse call than the one on Sisley.
Well, they called it on Sisley.
Not.
Say what?
They called it on Connerway. That's his second. And to your point, you didn't even see that because it was such a bad call. It shouldn't have been on him, but they did. He was behind, kind of slapping down at the ball, and they called that on Connerway. Wow.
Well, here's a free throw up there, and good by Ross, and Chase Ross has got his third point of the ball game.
Yeah, Coach DeVries does not look very pleased right now with the way this whistle has gone.
Well, how can it?
It's been
one way.
Egregious.
One way. And these guys are as aggressive defensively as any team you'll play against. All 4 free throws have dropped for Chase Ross, however. Yes. And here come changes.
8 free throws already made here for Marquette. 8 of their 10 points.
Inbounding. Launch pass comes from Tucker DeVries. He gives it over to Lamar Wilkerson. Now Connor Enright's back in the ball game. He brings it up. Connerway's on the bench. Now Enright gives it up. Gives it to Tucker. To Lamar Wilkerson. Wilkerson bounce pass to Tucker DeVries inside. Puts it up and in. And a foul. Tucker DeVries gets his 5th point of the ball game and gets a chance at a 3-point play here.
Those guys work really well together. And that was just a 2-man set on the left wing. It's so tough to guard, Don, because you want to guard the 3. But if you overplay it, DeVries is going to backdoor you. That's exactly what happened. And Wilkerson found him. Chance at a 3-point play. I love how those two guys share the basketball and look for each other in their half court.
And the the free throw on this play is a 3-point play, and Tucker DeVries knocks it in for his 6th point. Indiana's up 11-10. Here is Sean Jones back in the game. He gives it over to Royce Parham. Parham gives it back out to Jones. Jones slides to the left with the dribble. Still working it, then drives to the baseline. Cut off, gets inside for a layup. Missed it. Rebound batted away into the hands of Parham. Parham touched the out-of-bounds line with his foot, and so Indiana gets it on the turnover by Marquette. So Indiana gets the ball back. The Hoosiers right now are up just 1 point. 14:51 to go here in the first half. And foul calls against Indiana have been the story thus far. Up the floor, Indiana's got it. DeVries fires it over to Enright. He gets it across the timeline. Back to Tucker. Inside to Sam Alexis. Back out it comes to Connor Enright. Enright gets back near midcourt on the dribble. works to the left side, bounces to Sam Alexis. He throws it back to Enright. Enright now pitches it out to Lamar Wilkerson. He fires up a three and misses. Rebound fought for and knocked out into the hands of Marquette. The man bringing it up is Demarius Owens, who just came in. Now Owens with the basketball. Or Trey Norman actually with the ball. Norman gives it back outside to Jones. Lots of changes here for Marquette. Now Jones drives to the top, feeds it over to Demarius Owens, and he lost the handle on a shot down the floor to Connor Enright. Enright got shoved, no call. Tucker DeVries or Trent Sisley fires a three, and it's no good. And a rebound back into Marquette's hands. On the attack, Jones throws it back outside to Gold for a three, and he hit it. Ben Gold is a New Zealand player, and he hits his first basket of the game from three range. And Indiana now is trailing 13-11. Tucker DeVries with the ball, slides it left, takes it to the wing. Then bounces it off to Sam Alexis. Back out it comes to DeVries. DeVries fires up a three, and bingo. Tucker DeVries has hit his second three of the game. He's got his 9th point. And Indiana being held up right now by Tucker. Here's Gold on a drive. He throws it up. He got it, and another foul. And this one will go on Tucker DeVries.
It's really tough to guard it. Gold is the big that's setting that ball screen early in the possession. And as a big, you've got to recover back out to him, but not allow him to get a straight line drive. He just knocked down a three on the right wing. That time, Sam Alexis didn't want to give up another three on the pick and pop, and Gold was able to straight line drive him right to the basket and finish for the and one. Early offense from Marquette. We've seen it all afternoon. They are attacking the basket, not running anything, just attacking the basket and making Indiana play on their heels.
Hamilton comes back in the game. Parham sits down for Marquette. Gold is at the free throw line trying to convert a three-point play and give Marquette a 2-point lead. Ben Gold, 5 of 8 on free throws so far in his first 2 games, but he misses that one. Now it's 5 of 9. So Indiana will get it out of bounds. The ball was batted last by a Marquette player. And here's the inbound. Enright gets it to Tucker. DeVries throws it back to Connor. Back it comes to Tucker DeVries on the right side. He fakes the shot, gives to Enright. Back on the left wing to Trent Sisley. Down low to Sam. Alexis gets it back to Connor Enright. He slides it back right to Tucker for a long three. Bingo again! Tucker DeVries has got his 12th point of the ball game as he is on fire here early. 17-15, Indiana by 2. Now, pass comes outside to Hamilton. Hamilton dribbles, drives against Alexis, lost the ball, got it back, throws it over to Tucker, right into Tucker DeVries' hands. Turnover, lobs it into Sisley, slams it home. And Trent Sisley gives his ball club a 4-point advantage at 19-15. Here's Sean Jones, and another foul call this time against Caden Hamilton. That'll be his first of the ball game as Indiana comes up big.
Indiana's been asking for that moving screen, especially in transition. You know, the first 7-8 minutes of this ball game, that's finally got the call there, and Connor Enright fighting through that ball screen, draws the foul. You got to get that call, otherwise Marquette's going to just have their way with you. They've been very physical setting those ball screens early in the possession. And Connor Enright got absolutely pumped up after that foul call, chest bumping his coach, Darren DeVries. Indiana's got some momentum here, Don. They are on a huge run, really led by DeVries shooting the ball from downtown.
Now our monitor went out on the statistics sheet, so we're still fighting this thing. Here is Tucker DeVries. Gets the pass off to Lamar Wilkerson. He fires it out to Connor Enright, down in the corner to Alexis. Now Alexis gives it back to Connor. Connor turns around, looks for help. Finally gets it to Lamar, but it's batted out of bounds by Chase Ross, who's back in the ball game. So Indiana will retain possession. We got 6 seconds on the shot clock. Josiah Miles will make his first appearance. Josiah got a big Band-Aid on that wrist or right thumb or whatever, but it's wrapped up pretty good. We'll see how he handles things here today. Lamar Wilkerson will get a rest. And coming into the ball game is Trey Norman once again for Marquette. And he replaces Caden Hamilton for the Golden Eagles. I always want to call them the Marquette Warriors because that was their name forever. Now the inbound comes to Sam Alexis. Sam gives it over to Tucker. Another long three. Off the mark, no good this time. Tipped in the air. Josiah Miles saves it out to Connor Enright. Great play, hustle play. Now, Tucker DeVries again on the right side. Looks, lobs it into Sam Alexis. Alexis had lost the handle, got it back, throws it underneath the Tucker. Now out it comes to Trent Sisley for a three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Alexis. Down, back up, and no, but he draws the foul.
If Sam Alexis can do that for Indiana, he's going to be just fine. Crashing from the weak side off that missed three. Man, he's been Mr. Energy right now. I don't think he's going to get a ton of low post looks this season. But if he can be the rebounder, the effort guy, the hustle guy, he'll be just fine for Indiana.
Indiana 19, Marquette 15, 11:38 on the clock. We're back in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Odds are, while you may be an expert baker,
thanks, Grandma,
or hip shaker, you likely don't spend time thinking about advanced medical treatments or research. So IU Health is here with the expert healthcare 9 out of 10 Indiana doctors have chosen for their patients' care. Because whether you're an expert DIYer or expert high fiber, trust the experts more Hoosiers do. Indiana University Health, no matter the odds. IUhealth.org.
Hoosier fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is an official beer sponsor of IU Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
It's game time, Indiana. Whether you're streaming the big game, running your business, or keeping your home secure, Smithville keeps you connected. With blazing fast internet, crystal clear voice, and smart security, Smithville is your hometown MVP. Proud to power Hoosier Nation as the official telecom partner of IU Athletics. Stick with the home team, Smithville. Learn more at smithville.com.
Back once again here at the United Center in Chicago. Indiana is leading 19-15, 11:38 to go here in the first half. And Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment, choose chill, official beer sponsor of Indiana Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. And Hoosier fans, you can visit IUbench.com now and register for your chance to join your Hoosier men's basketball team for a unique on-court experience, including your own candy striped pants at the Michigan State game on March the 1st. It's brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance.
Well, Indiana on a run here, really led by Tucker DeVries, who has knocked down 3 threes. He's 3 of 5 from downtown here early in this ballgame. He's got 12 of Indiana's 19 points. It's not a lot of forced stuff. I mean, Indiana's running their stuff. It's not one-on-one ball. DeVries does a great job coming off ball screens, coming off handoffs, back cutting if they overplay it. Indiana's really sharing the ball. They've done a pretty nice job against the press, and then a really good job getting some quality shots at the offensive end. If the Hoosiers can just keep Marquette off the foul line, you know, this would be no contest right now. But Marquette's got 8 made free throws here early in this first half. Over half of their points have come from the free throw line, as Indiana's gotten just a little bit of foul trouble with a couple of their key guys.
Yeah, Marquette's hit only 2 field goals. And here is Sam Alexis at the line for Indiana and misses that one off the back of the rim. Sam is a little bit you know, he's one of those guys that can throw up a free throw and it'll go down, but he's not consistent with it. And he'll have one more attempt here. On its way, good. So he's at his 3rd point of the ball game. And Indiana's up 5, 20-15. Marquette roars it up the court as they always do, and now a foul called by Josiah Miles. And I guess they're going to call that a continuation basket, huh? Is this the NBA?
It looks like the NBA. But again, Don, it's just really tough to guard. 2 high ball screens right there at the top of the key, and Miles just gets caught too deep in the paint there. And James Jr. just is able to get the and one. But again, that's just Marquette putting their head down, using that athleticism to just try to get to the free throw line. They were able to knock down the layup.
3-point possibility for James, and he knocks it in. He's got his 5th point of the ball game. And Indiana now leading by just 2. Here's the inbound from Tucker DeVries. Gets it to Lamar Wilkerson, who's back in the game, to Connor Enright. Connor gets it down the court, spins his way across the timeline. Guarded by James. Now still moving it. Now throws it to Tucker DeVries. He turns around, looks, fakes. Now puts up a jump shot and hits it. And Tucker DeVries stays on fire. 14 points for him. 22-18 Indiana. Now James with the basketball. He fouled. They're going to call a blocking foul on Connor Enright. Another questionable call.
Yeah, agreed.
Enright's got his second.
I'm watching the replay here. I don't know exactly what you're supposed to do. Marquette's just trying to dig their shoulder down right into him, and Connor Enright's trying to move his feet there, but again, it's a tough guard right here. You can see why Marquette's been successful. I mean, they are relentless attacking the basket.
Well, not only relentless, but if you don't get calls, you're getting every call. It's ridiculous. That was crazy. He threw an elbow.
Yep.
He threw an elbow to get himself loose.
And Coach DeVries is talking to the official right here. He is beside himself right now, looking at these calls, seeing the fact that Marquette's 10 of 11 from the free throw line here, and we haven't even played 9 minutes of action. So at this pace, I mean, this is not good news for this Indiana defense. But all that said, Indiana still got the 2-point lead.
Here's the inbound stolen by Nigel James. He misses the shot, however. They get it back outside to Gold. Gold now gives it over to Chase Ross. Ross tries to drive inside, throws up a runner, and got it. Ross picks up the 2-pointer. He's got 6. Now it is 22-all. Back the other way comes Lamar Wilkerson for IU. Lamar across the timeline. Works it to the right. Spins to the right side, bounces it off to Reed Bailey, who's back in the contest for Alexis. Drives it down low, turns, puts it up with the left hand, missed it. Rebound taken out of there by Gold. Marquette back in the attack. Across the timeline, Ross drives it, kicks it outside, into the new hands of Adrian Stevens. Then back out it comes to Ross. Ross tries to drive his way inside, throws up a runner, and got it. Chase Ross with a very tough shot that time, gets his 8th point. And now it's a 24-22 ball game. And we got a whistle. Another foul is called. This time it's against Marquette. Nigel James gets nailed on it. That'll be his first.
They are just absolutely all into Indiana's ball handlers. And Tatum Conaway back in the ball game really helps, because he's one guy that he can go up against that pressure, kind of keep control of the ball, but still be very aggressive to the basket. That time he tried beating the press, was able to draw the foul, and now that's Marquette's 7th foul here. So Indiana going to be in the 1-and-1 here moving forward.
So at the free throw line, Conaway goes to the stripe, looking for his first points of the day. 10 minutes, 6 seconds left here in this first half. Free throw is up and good, and he'll get one more. Tatum this year is 3 for 3 at the free throw line now. He was 2 for 2 in game 1 against Alabama A&M. Second shot on its way, good as well. He's got his first 2 points of the contest, and we're tied at 24. Indiana and Marquette battling here early. Here's a drive by Sean Jones and just threw it out of bounds. Jones was looking for Lowry to come back to the ball, and he didn't. He was actually headed down to the right wing. But the ball went out of bounds. Nobody touched it, and the ball belongs to Indiana on the turnover. Here's Conaway across the timeline for IU. Tatum on the dribble against Jones. Takes it to the left, back to the right, bounces it off to Sam Alexis. Alexis drives it to the right wing, pulls it out on the perimeter, then drives it to the baseline, spins, turns, fires, and misses. Rebound tipped away into the hands of Sean Jones of Marquette. Back down the floor come the Golden Eagles. Jones with the basketball, throws it outside to Lowry. Lowry puts it back in the hands of Chase Ross for a long 3 and missed it. And Tucker DeVries has got the rebound. Up the floor it comes to Lamar Wilkerson. He drives it all the way to the hole, puts it up and got it. Lamar Wilkerson's 5th point. And Indiana back on top by a pair. Here's the throw out to Ben Gold. Now off to Lowry. Lowry gives it back outside to Ross. Ross drives to the top. Spins on Tucker. Can't do anything. Throws it back outside to Lowry. He misses. And Indiana comes up with a rebound. Here comes Lamar Wilkerson off to Tatum Conaway. Now down inside to Josiah Miles. Puts it up and in on a beautiful reverse layup. First 2 points of the game for Jasai. 28-24, Indiana by 4. Here's a drive to the hole. Missed shot again by Ross. Indiana's got it. Tucker DeVries will bring it up. DeVries gets it across the timeline, works it to the left wing, throws it back outside, kicks right side. It comes to Alexis, then to Wilkerson. Ball never sits very long in anybody's hands. Tucker in the corner, now drives it baseline, now forces it up and hits. And DeVries with 16 first-half points carrying Indiana offensively. Back the other way, here's Gold, top of the key. He lets go a 3. He hits it. And Ben Gold has his 8th point of the ball game, his second 3. And Indiana leads it by 3 at 30-27. 8:02 to go here in this first half. Connerway with a dribble on the right side. Payton looks, bounces it down low to Sam Alexis, and we got another foul. This time it's going to go against Sean Jones. That'll be his first.
You just got to love Connerway's patience there. It's just a simple little ball screen. Marquette does a poor job on it. They had to switch. And Connerway recognized the mismatch, waited for Sam Alexis to get on the low block, and fed the big man who's able to draw the foul. Going to be able to shoot free throws here. 1-1 out of this timeout. But Indiana keeping pace with Marquette right now, up by 3. Just under 8 minutes left to go here in this first half.
30-27, 7:54 left here in the first half. We're back in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
It's no coincidence that Neil rhymes with deal, because that's something you can always count on with the leader in tires and auto repair for nearly a century. Neil Tire is committed to giving you the best deal on a set of Falcon tires. Stay safe on the roads this basketball season as you travel to all those Indiana Hoosiers games. Visit neiltire.com to schedule an appointment and to find the location nearest you. As always, nothing beats a Neil deal.
Hoosier fans, Harold Fish Incorporated has been making a difference across Indiana since 1985 as the premier provider of mechanical systems, including heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and process piping. Whether it's a large facility, business, or home, or if you want to work with a local company that is the best at what they do and supports the community, be sure to call HFI for your next project and see how they can make a difference for you.
Oh, I'm right where I belong.
Looking for your next vehicle? Why not buy from a name you know and trust? This year, Curry Auto Center is celebrating 110 years of service. That's 5 generations of local ownership. Locally owned means we treat you like family. Whether you're eyeing a powerful GMC truck, a sleek Chevy, or a luxurious Buick, we've got the selection, the deals, and the people you can count on. Come celebrate 110 years with us at Curry Auto Center. Time tested, price perfected. Online at curryautocenter.com.
Welcome back once again to the United Center here in Chicago, Illinois. Indiana right now leading Marquette 30-27. Don't forget to join Coach Darren DeVries at 7:05 on most Monday nights throughout the season, or Terry Moore, obviously, for Inside IU Basketball. It's presented by J.C. Bank, hosted live at Hoosier Hanks East off of College Ball Road in Bloomington. Our next show is tomorrow night at Hoosier Hanks.
Yeah, Coach Darren DeVries putting a lot of trust into Tatum Connerway, his starting point guard. Connerway's got 2 fouls here. And against this Marquette press, DeVries has felt like he's got to play Connerway with those 2 fouls. I'm telling Indiana, if they can get out of this first half without anybody picking up their third, at least a key guy, that's absolutely huge, especially with how early the Hoosiers got in foul trouble in this ballgame.
Sam Alexis goes to the free throw stripe here. Fires up the first one, and it bounces in. He's got his 4th point. He's 2 of 3 now at the line. Sam hit all 4 of his free throws in that first game against Alabama A&M. Eyes number 2. Got them both to go. All of a sudden, he is starting to hit free throws consistently. Good sign for Indiana. 32-27 now, the Hoosiers by 5. Here's a drive by Ross. Lost the handle. Now a whistle comes. Ross shaken up on the play. Still on the deck. Foul called against IU.
Watch this replay here. Oh, Connerway picked up his 3rd.
Tatum picks up number 3.
We just talked about that, too.
Yep, he got number 3 there. That's not good. Darren DeVries still looking around.
Yeah, I thought at first they called it on Miles. as he was the primary defender there. But yeah, you watch the replay. Conaway reached in and got Marquette player. Who was it that was driving to the basket? Oh, Chase Ross. Right in the eye there as he's swiping down on that basketball.
So Ross at the free throw line. Nigel James is back in there too. That free one is good. Ross has now got 9 points. And he's got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of his points have come at the free throw line. And about to get a 6th if he can knock down the second here. Second one's on its way. It's good. And he has got his 10th point of the ball game. So 10 now for Ross. And there's a whistle away from the ball. And this foul is going to be on James. And Nigel James has picked up his second personal. So he's the first guy for Marquette that's picked up 2. And that's going to put Indiana at the free throw line at the other end. And Connor Enright will be at the stripe. Now they're going to bring in James is going to go to the sideline, and Sean Jones is back in the contest. Jones missed about 1.5 years of play with an injury and didn't play. I don't think he played at all last year. Here's Enright's shot up and around and in, and Connor picks up his first point of this contest and his first point of the season for Indiana. He didn't score a point in that Alabama A&M game, but he did so many other things.
I did not realize that. Good for him. Up by 4 here. Indiana's doing a nice job. They're starting to get to the free throw line here, which has been a huge factor here. As Marquette's tried to make a run, Indiana's been able to knock down their free throws.
And they've done that nicely in both games so far. Here is a drive to the left, and back out it comes to Jones. He throws it back to Chase Ross. Ross now drives, and we got a foul on Jasai.
Jeez.
Miles has a tendency to pick up fouls. It's because he reaches rather than moves his feet. And it's pretty consistent that way. And he's got to stop doing that.
Yeah, you watch the replay. He does. He just reaches with his hands there. And consistent's a good word to use here because I think these officials have been pretty consistent blowing their whistle.
Here is the second or the free throw for Chase Ross. He knocks down another one. He's got 11 points now. And most of his points are coming at the free throw line. And it's going to draw them within 3 if he hits the second. And he missed it. So the rebound. Alexis comes away with it for Indiana. Gets it to Lamar Wilkerson. He throws it up court to Connor Enright. Enright walks it across the timeline. Enright on the dribble between the circles. Drives it left. Bounces to Tucker DeVries, who's back in. Throws it outside to Lamar Wilkerson for 3. And yes! And Wilkerson's got his 8th point of the ball game as Indiana continues hot in the three-point department, mostly due to Tucker DeVries, but there Lamar Wilkerson got involved. And now here's Sean Jones, drives it for Marquette on the right wing. Looks, drives it again, throws it up inside. They threw it out into the hands of Lowry, or take that back. That was Caden Hamilton. Now he throws it underneath to Parham. He missed it, bounces in the air, and he bounced it out of bounds. It'll belong to IU. Turnover against Marquette.
Indiana's made their last 4 field goal attempts here, Don. This is a pretty big possession. I don't know, maybe. Up by 7 now, which is a nice little run the Hoosiers have gone on. They've got the ball here. Just under 7 minutes left. You make a basket here. Even with all the foul troubles you've had and the fact that Marquette's made 14 of 16 free throws, for you to have a 9 or 10 point lead, you got to be feeling pretty good.
Here is the jump pass over to Tucker DeVries, right back to Connor Enright. Got to get it across the timeline, and he does. Now, Connor out in midcourt. Indiana's changing the look a little bit here. Is that a zone put up by Marquette? It is.
3-2 zone here.
Here is Connor Enright, penetrates into Tucker DeVries. He brings it back outside on the perimeter. Tucker fakes, dribbles, drives, turns around, throws one up, and he got fouled by Parham, I think. I take it back. Yep, it was Parham. So Parham picks up the personal foul. Did he get back across the three-point line there?
I think they called it before the shot. Nope, the replay shows he's just inside of it. So it'll be 2 shots here for Tucker DeVries. And I love what Coach Darren DeVries did against that zone. They got Tucker DeVries right at the free throw line, a little bounce pass right in the heart of the defense, and he's able to go to work.
Tucker knocks down that free throw. He's got 17 first half points. He has been on fire in this ball game, playing really, really well. He got a brief stint on the bench there for a couple of minutes to get his win back. He gets both free throws to drop, and Indiana's jumped the lead to 9 now. 39-30. Here's Chase Ross outside. Long jump shot put up and missed by Parham. And Indiana's got the rebound. Connor Enright across the timeline. Jones on him. Enright drives it right. Scramble. Lost the ball. Got it back. Throws it to Sisley. Trent down low. Has it blocked away out of bounds. It'll belong to IU. So Indiana will have it. I will say this about Marquette. They are frenetic with their defense.
Yeah, and that's a great example of it, that last play. Almost a turnover, and they speed you up, and that's a great example of it there. Once Indiana got that loose ball, you got tons of time. You don't have to force the play, but you just have this sense that I got to go, I got to go, I got to go.
Inbound comes to Wilkerson. Lamar on the dribble on the left perimeter. Throws it left and goes to DeVries. Here's a shot, and he hits! What a shot by DeVries, sliding to his right and makes the shot off balance, his 21st point of the game. Indiana has jumped the lead to 12. And this crowd for Indiana is going wild. Here's a fake. A pass comes outside to James. Make that Adrian Stevens. He drives in against Connor. Back it comes now to Lowry. Zayden Lowry having a tough time against Connor Enright. Throws up a shot, no good. Rebound fought for. Scrambled. Here's Parham pulling it up, and he knocks it down. And Royce Parham comes up with his first 2 points of the game. Back comes IU. Pass outside to Tucker. DeVries with the ball. Down to the corner to Alexis. Sam dribbles it on the wing. Now gives up the dribble. Bounces to Tucker, and he bounces it off his foot. And Tucker DeVries just lost the handle on that one. So a turnover against Indiana, but with a 10-point lead for the Hoosiers, and Marquette has a chance to bite into it again with 5 minutes to go in the half. And Tucker DeVries has been playing terrific, and that's the first real mistake he's made in this ball game. Here is Chase Ross driving it left side, pulls up, throws up a shot, picks away. Indiana's got it. Lamar Wilkerson down the floor quickly, takes it right to the hole, puts it up with the left hand and missed. Rebound taken out of there by Adrian Stevens. Back the other way. He drives the length of the floor, and he throws up a shot that misses. Here's a shot by Parham that goes down.
Big time by Parham there the last 2 possessions, and second chance opportunities. Really good defense initially from Indiana. A good contest. Just not able to come up with the defensive rebound.
Here is Connor Enright across the timeline. Connor drives to the right wing. Now drives it again toward the right side. Turns around, gives to Trent Sisley. Sisley throws it to Connor, then outside to Lamar Wilkerson. He gets it back to Tucker DeVries. DeVries on the dribble, works his way down to the left wing, fires up another jump shot. This one's no good, and the rebound taken by Chase Ross. The other way in a hurry. Ross slows it down, then throws it back outside to Parham. Parham fakes the pass, looks, turns around, and clears it away to Zayden Lowry. Then they get it off in the hands of Cade Hamilton. Caden Hamilton now trying to put up a shot, walked all over the place, got away with it, but Tucker DeVries gets the loose ball rebound. Back the other way, down the floor, Sisley on the right wing. Trent throws it back outside to Enright. Connor holds on to it, backs it out. And Indiana with 15 on the shot clock, and Darren DeVries signaling his team what he wants done. Here's a drive right. It goes to Tucker. Long three-pointer. Hey, got it again! Tucker DeVries, unbelievable. His 24th point, and timeout is called. What a performance by Tucker DeVries. I'm going to run out of space to put down his numbers. It is 45-34. Indiana with 3:14 to go here in this first half of play. We're back in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Electric Plus is a full-service electrical contractor with offices in Bloomington, Avon, Kokomo, and Lafayette. We work hard to deliver big wins for our customers, leading the league in new construction, modernization, and service repairs. Our team specializes in industrial, commercial, and residential work with 24/7 emergency coverage. We are 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, meaning every job is powered by people who have a stake in our success. Just like the Hoosiers aim to be the best, the mission of Electric Plus is to be the best electrical contractor, period. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. Go Hoosiers!
Get back to doing what you love. If you're experiencing hip, knee, or shoulder pain and it's affecting your everyday activities, it may be time to schedule a consultation with one of our highly skilled orthopedic surgeons. Our fellowship-trained surgeons specialize in outpatient joint and shoulder replacement. We may be able to get you home on the same day of your procedure. As the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of IU Athletics, IU Health will give you the expert care you need close to home. Call 812-333-2663 or visit iuhealth.org/BloomingtonOrtho.
Hoosier fans, have you ever wanted to put on your own candy stripe warm-ups and hang out on the court with the team before the game? This season, the Hoosier men's basketball team is looking for an honorary pregame team member for the Michigan State game on March 1st, and it could be you. Go to iubench.com and register for your chance to join your Hoosier men's basketball team for an experience that includes bench seats during warm-ups, candy stripe pants, and game tickets for 4. Again, that website is iubench.com. Brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud partner of your Indiana Hoosiers.
Welcome back once again to the United Center here in Chicagoland, as Indiana right now is on top, 11-point margin right now over Marquette with 3:14 to go here in this first half of play. And man, well, I'll say more in a moment. Looking to buy, sell, or build a home but don't know where to start? Call the trusted agents at True Blood Real Estate, the official real estate partner of Indiana Athletics, and I'll let you say something.
What, you want to talk about Tucker DeVries?
Kind of.
Yeah, he's been kind of good to start this ball game. Don, 24 points in the first half here, 8 of 11 from the field. He's knocked down 5 threes. That last one was deep on the right wing. And one, he's doing a spectacular job. But 2, Indiana's looking for him. I mean, that is a perfect time pass at the absolute perfect spot on the court for him to catch and shoot that basketball. Indiana is looking for him. He's finding open spots, and he's shooting with a ton of confidence right now. And this crowd is in awe right now of what Tucker DeVries is doing.
And well, they should be. It's awesome. Here is Ben Gold with the basketball for Marquette. He hands it off to Lowry. Lowry drives it right side, then throws it back out and gets it into the hands of Sean Jones. Jones gives to Gold and back out to Jones. Jones trying to penetrate, throws up a shot inside. Nice speed to Gold for an easy layup. Gold gets his 10th point of the ball game. Indiana 45-36 Marquette. Ball in the hands of Connor Enright. Connor turns around, feeds it over to Sam Alexis. He throws it out to Lamar Wilkerson, then down low to Connor. Throws it up, wouldn't go, but he'll go to the line. Another foul called. And the foul's starting to even themselves out finally.
And right there is why coaching matters. Off the timeout, Tucker DeVries has knocked down another 3. But Coach Darren DeVries knows that Marquette's going to be talking about how they're guarding him. They're not helping off of Tucker DeVries. So Coach Darren draws a play where Tucker is the back screener. And Connor Enright slashes right to the basket and gets a wide open look. Good shooters can be great screeners, and that's exactly what happened that last play from Tucker.
And Connor Enright gets his 3rd point of the ball game at the line. That foul was called on Demarius Owens. That's his first foul of the ball game. Connor with one more shot. Indiana's up 10, now 11. 4 points for Enright. He's taken over the primary point guard duties because of the foul trouble for Tatum Conterway. Now here's Gold, long, outside, lost the handle, picked his pocket. Lamar Wilkerson on the drive and puts it up with the left hand and missed it. Put back up by Trent Sisley. And Sisley puts it in this 4th point for Trent. And Indiana's back on top now by 13, 49-36. Here outside, this is Sean Jones. Long 3, no good. Short, rebound, Tucker DeVries. Tucker brings it back down the floor for IU. DeVries gets it across the timeline, drives down low, pulls up, turns around, clears it outside, batted away into Tucker's hands. Now Tucker holds on to it. Takes it left side to Alexis. Sam down low, turns, faces his man Gold, drives on him into the lane, turns with the left hand and got it! Sam Alexis gets his 7th point of the ball game. A beautiful little turnaround left-handed hook. 51-36, and Indiana's got its biggest lead at 15. Here's a jump pass to Gold on the right side. Brings it back out, comes into the hands now of Jones. Jones now dribbles it into the lane, throws it up, blocked away by Sam Alexis, or at least he got a piece of it, I think. And back the other way comes Indiana. Connor Enright with the ball. Throws it out to DeVries. Tucker holds on. Now on the dribble. Guarded out there by Demarius Owens. Then throws it over to Alexis, right back to Tucker DeVries. He almost took another shot, but then drives inside. He misses a shot with a layup on the left-hand side and missed it. And back out comes Marquette with a rebound. Back down the court, Sean Jones on the drive, lost the handle. He was out of control, but got away with it. And Gold fires a three that rims out. And that ball's knocked out of bounds by Lowry, and Indiana will have it.
That Gold has shown the ability to knock down that catch-and-shoot three at the top of the key. That time, that ball hit the rim 3 to 4 times. That was in and out, and fortunate for Indiana there, because that would have been a big three. But all of a sudden here, Indiana, 15-point lead here in this first half. 40 seconds left to go. You get a basket here. What was a really tight ball game for much of this first half has really ballooned out here as DeVries has gone wild, and Marquette has really struggled putting the ball in the basket here the last several minutes.
40.8 seconds on the game clock. 30 seconds, of course, coming up for Indiana on this inbound. And they're going to wipe up some perspiration on the near sideline. Tucker DeVries, 24 first half points, 5 3-point field goals. Here's the pass in. It comes to Connor Enright. Enright throws it up court to Alexis. Pass got away, and then Sam pulls it down, and he gets fouled. And that foul's on Trey Norman. That'll be his first.
Very lucky there. That was almost a steal in that zone press. But another foul from Marquette puts Sam Alexis here at the free throw line, shooting two. And I don't know how much time you have here, but if Marquette takes a quick shot in their possession, you can get a little 2-for-1 action here if you're Indiana, especially if Alexis can knock down these 2 free throws.
So at the stripe, Sam Alexis for IU, and he just continues to knock them in. Sam Alexis really improving on his free throw shooting. He's got his 8th point of the ball game, and he is 4 for 5 from the line today. Got a couple of changes. Jones out, so is Trey Norman for Marquette. They bring in Nigel James once again. Zayd Lowry's back in there too. Here's the second one, and Alexis hits his 9th point of the ball game. Sam is playing really well. Up the floor, this is James with the basketball. James gets it across the timeline. Shot clock at 18. About 3 or 4 seconds between the two clocks right now. On the dribble is James out there, just dribbling away the time at this point. Guarded by Lamar Wilkerson. He slides to the right, drives it down low, throws it away, but it's picked up in there by Lowry. Lowry drives underneath, lost the handle, but a foul's called on Indiana. And they're going to whistle that one against.
Indiana foul, charge number 4.
They're going to call Sam Alexis. That'll be his first foul of the ball game, so that's not one that's going to hurt you that badly. Of course, Sam is not in any foul trouble with only one.
Marquette did a nice job there, kind of taking their time, making sure that they didn't give Indiana too much time on their possession. Just over 5 seconds left here if Indiana can come away with this rebound off the free throws.
The first free throw is good by Lowry. That's his 3rd point. And here comes Josiah Miles out of the ball game. And Trey Norman's back in as well for Marquette. He replaces Royce Parham. And one more shot coming now. Lowry's second shot is good. And Zayd Lowry's got 4 points. Indiana roars up the floor. Connor Enright fires a shot. Oh, it went in! Connor Enright throws one in from half court, and Indiana will go to the locker room with a 56-38 lead over the Marquette Golden Eagles. What a shot by Connor Enright. He just tossed it up, knew the shot clock was running down to the game clock was running down to nothing, and it went down. And his teammates all with huge smiles on their faces. And this Indiana crowd is loving every second of it. We're at halftime. What'd you think there, big boy?
I just can't believe it. What an end to an amazing first half from Indiana. I mean, even if that shot doesn't go, you feel absolutely amazing about the performance, really at both ends of the court. but just so happens that Enright makes the three, gives Indiana a huge cushion here, an 18-point lead going into the second half.
All right, when we come back, John Herrick will present the Prairie Farms halftime show with statistics, interviews, and more. Our score is 56-38 Indiana. We're back in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Did you know the cure for testicular cancer was discovered at IU? At the IU Simon Comprehensive Cancer Center, our more than 300 researchers are never daunted in their work to beat cancer. Support the researchers delivering life-saving breakthroughs. Join the IU versus Cancer team. Learn more at cancer.iu.edu. That's cancer.iu.edu. Together, we're one team. IU versus Cancer.
Visit Bloomington and South Central Indiana's Royal on the East Side today for a large selection of new and used Subaru, Volkswagen, and Audi vehicles. Their large and diverse selection of both new and used vehicles ensures that they have the vehicle for you, no matter what it is you're looking for. Stop in and visit them today. Conveniently located just across from College Mall on 3rd Street. Check out RoyalOnTheEastSide.com or call 812-332-3333. So why wait? Come test drive a new Audi, Subaru, Volkswagen, or one of their many other quality used cars, vans, trucks, or SUVs. Royal on the East Side is a proud sponsor of IU Athletics.
Indiana is filled with wonderful people and places. So whether you live in Anderson or Attica and need an injury attorney, Green & Schultz trial lawyers will be there. Bloomington or Brazil, Gas City to Goshen, Huntington or Hammond, Green & Schultz makes it easy to help you. Jasper, Jonesville, Lebanon or Linton, Mitchell, Muncie, Plymouth and Portland, Seymour, Tell City or Union City, Warsaw, Washington, or even West Lafayette.
Green & Schultz trial lawyers, attorneys serving victims of injury and loss. More at greenschultz.com.
Your health is affected by a lot of things in your life, like what you eat, where you work, or even how you get to a doctor. It all connects. That's why CareSource offers so much more than health insurance. We connect you to the resources in our community that make your life better so your health can be better too. But the most important connection we're making in Indiana is with you. CareSource. Care that connects. Connect with us now at caresource.com.
Merchants Bank is a unique bank and has a proven track record as one of the nation's top-performing banks. As rates move up and down, our rates are always at the top. At Merchants Bank, what you see is what you get. A great rate. Earn 4.25 APY on all money market balances. No gimmicks or hidden fees. Hop on over to where your money is safe, secure, and earning more. Merchants Bank, an official partner of Indiana University Athletics. Member FDIC. HopOnOver.com.
Hoosier fans, depend on Master Rental for all your rental equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor in need of an excavator or a homeowner doing a weekend deck project, Master Rental is the only place you need. They're your go-to resource for all your home and garden maintenance needs. With the largest, most current rental fleet in the area, including Bobcat, Echo, Exmark, Honda, and Simplicity, Master Rental is your full-service rental provider. Let us take care of you like we take care of Hoosier Village.
On the CareSource Radio Network. From Learfield, Hoosier Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Indiana University Health is proud to be the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of IU Athletics. And by Smithville delivers fast fiber internet, voice, and smart security with Hometown Hustle. Learn more at smithville.com. Now, from the Smithville Broadcast Center, this is Hoosier Halftime.
And what a first half it was for the Indiana Hoosiers at the United Center as they lead the Marquette Golden Eagles 56-38 at intermission. This halftime show presented as always by locally made, naturally delicious Prairie Farms. Before we go any further though, let's take 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Indiana University Basketball. Indiana led in that first half by as many as 18. Marquette's biggest lead was at 2 early on, and we'll break down the full first half statistics when we return. This is Indiana University Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Hoosier fans, Harrell Fish Incorporated has been making a difference across Indiana since 1985 as the premier provider of mechanical systems, including heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and process piping. Whether it's a large facility, business, or home, or if you want to work with a local company that is the best at what they do and supports the community, be sure to call HFI for your next project and see how they can make a difference for you.
Did you know the cure for testicular cancer was discovered at IU? At the IU Simon Comprehensive Cancer Center, our more than 300 researchers are never daunted in their work to beat cancer. Support the researchers delivering life-saving breakthroughs. Join the IU versus Cancer team. Learn more at cancer.iu.edu. That's cancer.iu.edu. Together, we're one team. IU versus Cancer.
Introducing Hoosier Game Day Lager, the official craft beer of Indiana University Athletics. Brewed by Upland Brewing Company in Bloomington, this smooth, refreshing beer embodies Hoosier pride. With iconic cream and crimson candy stripes, it's the perfect companion for every game. Whether you're cheering in Memorial Stadium, Assembly Hall, or watching from home, IU Athletics are always better with beer. Find Hoosier Game Day Lager at Upland's 9 family-friendly locations, your local liquor store, neighborhood bar, and everywhere Upland beers are sold. Upland Brewing Company reminds you to drink responsibly. Go Hoosiers!
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the trustees of Indiana University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Halftime at the United Center, Indiana 56, Marquette 38. I'm John Herrick with your first half statistics, which are brought to you by Old National Bank, your trusted financial partner. Find out more at oldnational.com. Indiana shot 49% from the field in that first half to Marquette's 37%. Big difference in the game, three-point shooting. Indiana 7 out of 14 from three, that's 50%. Marquette 2 out of 8, that's 25%. Both teams very good at the line, though. Indiana 15 of 16, that's 94%. Marquette 16 of 18, that is 89%. Indiana's out rebounding Marquette 20-17. Marquette's turned the ball over 9 times to Indiana's 3. Indiana's got 12 points off the Marquette turnovers, and Marquette just 2 points off the Indiana turnovers. Of course, Tucker DeVries dominating in that first half. He leads all scorers with 24 points. Chase Ross is the leading scorer for Marquette with 11. Also other scoring for Indiana. Sam Alexis has 9. Lamar Wilkerson 8. Connor Enright has 7 after hitting that monster 3 before the horn sounded. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Coors Light out-of-town scoreboard. You're listening to Indiana University basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Hoosier fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. At IU, we know what it means to be part of something bigger than ourselves. We stand together for passion, for pride, for purpose. And today, we stand for the gift of life. Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Say yes to organ donation and bring on tomorrow.
Hoosier fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is an official beer sponsor of IU Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
In this town, we know toughness. We fight through pain, get knocked down, and get back up. At Athletico, we bring that same heart to recovery. We don't just treat injuries, we see your drive, your purpose. We build recovery plans around your goals. Because you've already done the hard part. Now comes the power, the confidence, the comeback. Move like you mean it. Start today at Athletico.com. Proud partner of the Indiana Hoosiers.
Oh, I'm right where I
Looking for your next vehicle? Why not buy from a name you know and trust? This year, Curry Auto Center is celebrating 110 years of service. That's 5 generations of local ownership. Locally owned means we treat you like family. Whether you're eyeing a powerful GMC truck, a sleek Chevy, or a luxurious Buick, we've got the selection, the deals, and the people you can count on. Come celebrate 110 years with us at Curry Auto Center. Time tested, price perfected. Online at curryautocenter.com.
Indiana on top, 56-38 over Marquette at halftime. Let's check the IU women's sports calendar real quickly. The women's basketball team facing Marshall on Tuesday night. The volleyball team taking on Oregon this Friday night at 7. The women's swimming and diving team competes in the Ohio State Invitational. That starts on November 18th. As for the out-of-town scoreboard, only 2 other teams in Big Ten play competing today. USC hosts Manhattan at 6 o'clock. Then at 8:30, Washington battling Baylor in Waco. That out-of-town scoreboard presented by Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment. Choose chill. Official beer sponsor of Indiana Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. Don?
Well, Indiana has an 18-point lead going into the second half of this one, and who would have thought it the way the game started?
I agree. I thought Indiana was in a little bit of trouble, especially with the foul troubles that they got into, and the fact that Marquette was getting easy look after easy look from the charity stripe, but it was really Tucker DeVries that turned this game around in that first half. We talked about the 24 points, but just the ability to kind of create and make offense easy for everybody else around them. Indiana as a team shooting 50% from downtown, almost 50% from the field, and to score 56 points in the first half against this defense in Marquette, that tells you everything you need to know. I mean, it was a complete team effort. And much of it was done without the starting point guard on the court, and Tatum Conaway, who picked up his third. So having him back in the lineup here in the second half will be huge for Indiana as well.
All right, we'll be back with the start of the second half in 2 minutes. This is IU basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Hoosier fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. At IU, we know what it means to be part of something bigger than ourselves. We stand together for passion, for pride, for purpose. And today, we stand for the gift of life. Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Say yes to organ donation and bring on tomorrow.
Viaggio Marine is proud to be the official pontoon boat sponsor of Indiana University Athletics. Located right here in Indiana, Viaggio is proudly family-owned and operated. You'll love Viaggio's complete lineup of pontoon boats featuring a bold, innovative new look, plush, luxurious furniture packages, vibrant new LED lighting packages, and unmatched construction. For the hottest thing in pontoons, visit ViaggioPontoonBoats.com. That's VIAGGIO pontoonboats.com.
Hey, Hoosier fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Indiana football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Indiana Hoosiers. Let's go Hoosiers! SeatGeek.
Discover your sanctuary at Hillview Country Club, a premier membership experience located in Franklin, Indiana, where beautiful fairways meet top-tier amenities. Join a community of passionate golfers and enjoy exclusive access to our welcoming course and refreshing aquatic activities. Hillview Country Club, where your best game begins.
Welcome back to Chicago and United Center here in the Chicagoland area for the NBA. Chicago Bulls, site of today's ball game between Indiana and Marquette, and the Hoosiers leading at halftime 56-38. Unbelievable performance by Tucker DeVries in the first half. 24 points, and then the topper on it all was the half-court shot by Connor Enright at the end of the first half to give Indiana that 18-point deficit.
Just an amazing way to end the half. And right now, if you're, Coach DeVries, I think the one thing you're worried about is let up here to start the second half and give Marquette any sense of hope moving as this game goes on. You have an opportunity if you come out and play well early in this second half to put this ball game away, before you can give any type of life or hope at all to Marquette. But it's a very important first 4 minutes here of this second half. See where this game goes. But you can't take away from that first half. I mean, what an incredible start. And just the way Indiana played and the way DeVries played and other guys chipped in. It was just spectacular to watch. Almost makes you a little bit more nervous going into this half. Just make sure that you keep it up and you don't lose, all the momentum here that you've got going into the second half.
All right, Hoosier fans, let's paint Indianapolis crimson on Saturday, December the 6th when IU battles Louisville in the CareSource Invitational at Gainbridge Fieldhouse at 2 p.m. Tickets are going fast, so get yours now on Ticketmaster. We're underway to start the second half. Here is Connerway bouncing the ball to Reed Bailey. Bailey gets it to Lamar Wilkerson on the right perimeter. Now Wilkerson dribbles a couple of times, brings it to the top, then circles to the left, gets it in the lane, throws up a shot with the left hand. It wouldn't go. Rebound's taken out of there by Chase Rose, then down the floor or Chase Ross, I should say. And it's given into the hands of Nigel James, who drives inside, scoops it up and misses. And Reed Bailey's got the rebound. Outlet pass goes to Connerway. He drives it outside to Connor Enright, who fires and misses. And the rebound taken by Ben Gold. Marquette back on the attack now. James with the basketball, takes it to the left wing, guarded by Wilkerson now. Works to the left, down to the baseline, inside, trying to throw it back outside, does get it. Out there to Cade Hamilton. Caden Hamilton throws up a shot. It will not go, and the foul is called against Indiana.
That's a bad call there on Reed Bailey. That's going to be his third, I believe. But he did a great job just moving his feet there, hands straight up in the air. Hey, you're going to get that call. I'm running that play every single time for any big ever. Just keep putting your shoulder into his chest and pivot here, pivot there, and just throw up a wild shot. You'll get the foul call. I mean, that's just a bad one on Reed Bailey.
These officials today have been really touchy in the sense of allowing certain things to happen.
It's just bailing out bad offense there, right. Honestly.
Exactly. Free throw on its way from Caden Hamilton. He knocks it down. And Hamilton now has his third point of the ball game. Coming out is Reed Bailey, who's got 3 fouls now. Sam Alexis comes back in. Sam played really well when he was in there in place of Reed, who got 2 early fouls in this ball game, and now he picks up a third. He's got to be a pretty frustrating guy right now. He had a terrific game against A&M, Alabama A&M. He scored 21. But Hamilton knocks down both of these free throws. He's got 4 points now. And up the floor, Indiana on the attack. 56-40, Indiana by 16. Connor Enright on the dribble, takes it outside, top of the key, throws it over to Tatum Connerway. Connerway turns around, flips it over to Enright, then back to Connerway. Payton drives to the right side, down low, throws it outside to Connor Enright. He tries to penetrate, gets it to Wilkerson. Lamar now down inside, throws it up, wouldn't go, and the rebound taken out of there by Hamilton. Back the other way, this is James on a drive all the way to the hole. He throws up a shot, missed it, but the rebound is put in by Caden Hamilton, and Hamilton's got his 6th point. And suddenly it's back into a 56-42 14-point lead. Now, up the court, across the timeline, Connerway with the basketball. Connerway on the dribble out front, and slides to the right, tries to penetrate in low, throws it up, a whistle blows. We get a foul called, and it's a foul call against Chase Ross. That will be his first foul of this ball game.
Could have been a charge there, but I think that's a little bit of a makeup call. Indiana wanted a foul call on the last possession as Wilkerson drove to the basket. And Coach DeVries has really been working the officials here the first couple minutes of this second half. And Ross was right there to take the charge. I think that should have been a charge call on Connerway, which would have been his 4th. But Indiana's fortunate. They called the defensive foul, and he gets to the free throw line.
First point of the second half for Connerway, who picks up his 3rd point. James goes out of the ball game, and that brings in Sean Jones for Marquette. Connerway with a second shot coming. On its way. This one's no good, and the rebound taken out of there by Gold. Back down the court quickly. Marquette on the attack. Here's a pass out to Gold. He gets it off to Hamilton. Hamilton bounces a give-and-go play to Sean Jones, who couldn't work with it, but dribbles it back outside, gets it back, throws it out, top of the key. Here's Ross on the drive to the right side. He lost the handle, too. They bounce it down low to Hamilton. Now he throws it back outside, almost tipped away by Lamar. Here's Sean Jones on a spin move. He throws up a wild shot that doesn't go. And the rebound tipped away to Connor Enright. Enright on the attack, crosses over to Tucker DeVries. DeVries back off, it comes to Enright. Enright holds on to it, looks for some help. He drives into the lane, throws it out to Lamar. Wilkerson drives inside. He throws it up and slams it in. Sam Alexis. Apparently that was a pass, and it was a great one. And Indiana comes up with a tremendous alley-oop play for Alexis. And now Alexis blocks his shot, and they call him for a foul.
Hoosiers foul, charge to number 4.
I'm not going to have to look at that.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to keep my... I'm not going to talk anymore about the officiating. I'm not going to do it.
Well, this official that's working this ball game, the one that's calling a lot of the fouls,
yeah,
the one out here, he worked the NCAA tournament last year.
I'm putting minus points on his resume here. I'm keeping track.
That free throw is good. Jace Ross now has his 12th point.
Returns to the floor for Marquette.
One more shot coming for Ross. Sitting down is Caden Hamilton, who got a couple of key baskets, or a key basket and a couple of free throws in his short stint in there. Ross hits both free throws. Now he's got 13. And Indiana's back in the attack. It's 59-44. Indiana by 15. Here's the pass into Alexis from Connerway. Now Sam gets it back out to Tucker. DeVries. Guarded by Lowry. Now passes off to Connerway. He gets it to Enright. Enright now works to the right side. Throws it back out to Lamar. He gets a three off and hits it. Lamar Wilkerson has his 11th point, his second three of the ball game. Big for Indiana, 62-44. Here's a drive, lost the handle. Chase Ross couldn't hang on, but apparently an Indiana player got a piece of it.
Yeah, Ross has really done a nice job getting to the basket here pretty much all game long. And that time Connerway got beat. Ross got deep in the paint, and Connerway barely got a hand on that basketball to deflect it out of bounds. But a good set from Marquette. They're trying to get Ross the ball downhill, attacking the basket.
Here's a pass to Lowry. Lowry gets it out to Sean Jones. He drives it to the right side, cut off, backs it out. Now Jones again throws it left side, this time to Lowry, off to Gold. He tries to drive inside. He fakes. He lost the handle, actually throws it back outside. Here's a three-pointer put up and no good. And Sam Alexis, I think, is going to get called for another foul. So both of Indiana's bigs now, well, that's just the second foul on Alexis.
Sam Alexis, his third.
Who they say is third, so I was wrong on that. 3 fouls on Sam. So now that brings Reed in, and Bailey comes back in the ball game for Alexis. So the bigs are in trouble here a little bit. Sean Jones tries to inbound. He does so. Gets it into Parham. Parham back in the ball game for Marquette. On the dribble. Slides to the right. Caught by Tucker. And then they threw it away. Indiana basketball. That's about the third or fourth pass that Marquette has thrown to nobody.
Yeah, Indiana's done a nice job, especially there on the right wing. A miscommunication between the Marquette players, trying to go a little dribble handoff. But because the pressure is there on the wing denying that, the offensive player tried to backdoor there, but they just weren't on the same page. Another turnover.
Enright down to the baseline, has his pass knocked away and stolen. And, Indiana got it back, and now they're going to call a foul on Connerway. Not Connerway, Enright.
Yeah, Connor Enright again, though. He's asking for a replay here. But now the fans are starting to get into it. Oh, man, you watch the replay.
Terrible.
It's terrible. And fans are starting to see what you and I have been talking about here, Don. I don't even have to say anything.
It's ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's just the term you can use because that's what it is. No foul in that play. Here's a drive underneath the basket by Jones. Throws it out to Ross. Ross puts up a three and rims it no good. Tipped away. Now another whistle. Another foul called. And I guess this is against Indiana too.
I couldn't even tell. Again, another one on Connor Enright. That's his fourth.
Wow.
Man, this is getting a little out of hand here with the fouls. But Indiana's holding on to this 18-point lead for the first 4 minutes of this second half, even with the crazy whistle. Indiana played Marquette even here and has maintained this lead.
Well, we are at the 15:49 mark of the second half of this ball game, and it's Indiana 62-44 over Marquette. We're back in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
From city centers to rural towns, Hoosiers are facing big challenges. Indiana University is right here with you, working together to find new ways forward. Our graduates fuel the workforce and strengthen communities. Our research drives real change in people's lives. We show up, we do the work, and we solve what's next. Indiana University. Bring on tomorrow. See what's next at iu.edu/impact.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Oh, I'm right where I belong.
Looking for your next vehicle? Why not buy from a name you know and trust? This year, Curry Auto Center is celebrating 110 years of service. That's 5 generations of local ownership. Locally owned means we treat you like family. Whether you're eyeing a powerful GMC truck, a sleek Chevy, or a luxurious Buick, we've got the selection, the deals, and the people you can count on. Come celebrate 110 years with us at Curry Auto Center. Time tested, price perfected. Online at curryautocenter.com.
Back here at the United Center in Chicago, Indiana, leading Marquette 62-44. We have 15:49 remaining in this basketball game. Hoosier fans, let's paint Indianapolis crimson on Saturday, December 6th when IU basketball battles Louisville in the CareSource Invitational at Gamebridge Fieldhouse at 2 p.m. Tickets going fast, so get yours now at Ticketmaster.
The one thing Indiana's defensively done pretty well, aside from the fouls, Don, is making Marquette make really tough contested shots. And Golden Eagles really not been able to do that, especially in this second half. 0 of their last 4, no field goals in almost 3 minutes of play. That's why Indiana's been able to maintain this 18-point lead.
Sean Jones will inbound. He gets it into Parham. Parham throws it back outside to Hayden Hamilton. Hamilton gets it to Lowry. Now they get it to Ross for a 3, and he hits. And Chase Ross has knocked down his 16th point of the ball game, his first 3 of the contest. And Indiana's lead evaporates down to 15. Indiana the other way. Connerway back in the ball game in place of Enright, who's got 4 fouls. And now we get a foul called against Marquette.
Yeah, Coach Darren DeVries has really used Tucker DeVries as a decoy here early in this second half, setting a lot of back screens. That time knowing that the hedge is going to be there on a ball screen, Reed Bailey slips to the basket, and a really nice pass from Tucker. Indiana's able to draw a foul.
Second foul on Hamilton. The inbound will come from Connerway, and he gets it in. Payton gives it off, and they get it on to Lamar Wilkerson. Wilkerson bounces it off to Reed Bailey. Bailey turns around, dribbles a couple of times, throws it to Tucker DeVries. Whistle blows, got a foul, or no. Tucker stepped out of bounds. So Indiana turns the ball over. Darren DeVries not happy about something went on out there. But right now he doesn't want anything to start slipping away here. That's a big part of it. Now, here's the pass from Ross. It goes over to Lowry, back out to Hamilton. Hamilton turns and clears it back to Ross. Ross looked at the 3, now drives, pulls up, throws it back outside to Jones. Jones drives inside, knocked away by Tucker. Scramble for it. It's finally picked up by Ross. He fires up a long 3. He missed it. Rebound tapped out of bounds. It's going to belong to Marquette, I believe.
Almost a turnover there. Indiana's got to get that loose ball. Cannot blame the effort. I think the effort's there, but Marquette's able to come up with that 50-50 ball and able to get the offensive rebound too. It's the little things are going to put away the Marquette Golden Eagles here. If you can come away with loose balls, get rebounds, Indiana can win this ball game, but Marquette's fighting here.
Here's the pass inbound. He goes to Parham. He drives it down to the right side, puts it up and knocks it in, and he gets fouled. Royce Parham picks up his 6th point. Let's see who this foul's on. I think it's going to be on Tucker. Yep. Tucker DeVries picks up his 2nd foul of the ball game. So to the free throw line, Royce Parham. He was 4 for 7 coming into this ball game in the first 2 contests, so not a great free throw shooter, and he's missed his only attempt in this ball game. But he's going to get 2 here. Parham's first attempt is good. He's got 7 points now, and he'll have 1 more coming. Nope, is that on a made shot there? Yep. So I'm wrong on that. He's got 9 points in this ball game. And back the other way, Indiana comes right back as Wilkerson comes up with another big play. And Indiana scores the basket at 65-50. Now here's a ball knocked away but into Parham's hands. He drives it into the lane, spins around, and whistle blows. Another foul called on Indiana. This is going to go against Tucker DeVries. He's got 3 all of a sudden.
Yeah, Marquette has noticed and gone after a mismatch here. DeVries has given up some weight, a few inches against Parham, and Marquette's going to it. It's just one-on-one basketball, backing down Tucker DeVries, who's trying his best here. But now that that's his third, cannot afford here to pick up another one as Marquette continues to go after that mismatch. You've got to think Indiana's going to bring a double team into that or switch. Who's guarding number 13 Parham for Marquette.
So Parham at the free throw line. He's got 7 points in this game. He knocks that one down, so he's got 8 now. And he'll have 1 more. 14-18 left in this contest. Indiana can't afford to let this thing slip into single digits. Second shot is good. And Parham's got his 9th point of the game. Indiana now with full court pressure, getting the ball in bounds important, and they get it into Lamar. Wilkerson will bring it up. Wilkerson gets it across the timeline. Lamar on the dribble to the left, dumps it outside. It comes into the hands of Reed Bailey, and they call a foul, this time on Caden Hamilton. And that will be his third.
Yeah, again, Indiana already with 7 fouls here in the first half. Over 14 minutes left to go, and that's only, I believe, the 3rd team foul for Marquette here. So Indiana's got some work to do to catch up in the foul department here. Try to get to the free throw line here as the game gets tight down the stretch.
Trent Sisley's come in, bounces it into Reed Bailey. Bailey with the basketball. Throws it out to Tucker DeVries. Tucker slides, drives, pulls up, turns, spins, puts it up, and missed it. Tipped up is no good. A battle for the loose ball. Scramble for it, picked up by Nigel James. James drives it down the floor quickly. Throws it outside into the hands of Lowry for a 3, and he hit it. And Zayd Lowry knocks in his 7th point of the game, and suddenly Marquette is right back in this thing, and a quick timeout called by Darren DeVries. 13:44 to go. It's Indiana 65, but Marquette has cut it to 10, 55 for them. And we'll be back in a moment. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Did you know the Hoosier Lottery is the only lottery named after its people? That means you.
Me?
Yep, and you.
Me?
Yes, and all of you.
Us?
That's right, and we believe all of you could enjoy some play in your day. Even better, when you play Hoosier Lottery games, you support Indiana. Since 1989, you've given back more than $7 billion to good causes across our state.
Nice.
When you think of it like that, there's so much to play for. Hoosier Lottery, champions of play. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Have you been injured at work? Contact Golitko and Daly, the Indiana work injury lawyers, at indianaworkers.com. There's nothing easy about work injury cases. At Golitko and Daly, we focus on work-related injury cases and have board-certified and OSHA-trained trial lawyers to help you with your case. Find us at indianaworkers.com. Golitko and Daly, your Indiana work injury lawyers. At Golitko and Daly, we go to work when you can't. Sharp Business Systems of Indiana is proud to be an official technology solutions provider of IU Sports Properties. SBS Indiana is best known for our great document solutions, such as copiers and printers. But here at SBS, we also offer a full line of professional audio-visual solutions, including touchscreen video boards with integrated speakers and microphones, complete with professional installation and service. This state-of-the-art technology can improve both communication and interaction in offices and classrooms alike. To find out more, go to sbsindiana.com or call 317-844-0033.
Welcome back once again to The United Center here in Chicago, as Indiana right now has allowed Marquette to get back in this ball game with 13:44 to go. It's 65-55 Indiana. Fans, IU Credit Union is the exclusive provider of the IU Athletics MasterCard debit card. Choose yours from 6 great IU designs and show your Hoosier pride. See them online at iucu.org. IU Credit Union is an official partner of IU Athletics.
5 straight points here for Marquette to cut the lead to 10. I love the timeout from Coach DeVries. This was the danger, just a little bit of let up against a team in Marquette that's not going to quit. They are going to continue to attack the basket. They're going to do their thing. They're going to put pressure on you. And that last possession was a great example of it. After the missed shot, a defensive rebound from Marquette, they're not slowing up here, Don. They are pushing the ball in transition. You've got to sprint back at the defensive end. And they got left wide open top of the paint three-pointer from Lowry before any offense is being worked at all. They're just trying to go. And you've got to be ready here the next 13, 14 minutes here of this second half. This is going to be a dogfight for Indiana. They've got to be ready to compete.
Tucker gets the ball into Tatum Connerway, and he brings it up the court against Nigel James. And Nigel James picks his pocket, but they call a foul.
Out of bounds. Got lucky there.
So no foul call, but apparently the ball was knocked away and James touched it last, so it's Indiana basketball. Tucker DeVries again will inbound. Tell you, Tucker's played a lot of minutes in this ball game too. DeVries gets it in. It goes to Tatum Connerway. Connerway will bring it up against Nigel James. Gets it across the timeline. Fires it off to Tucker for a three-point try. Yes! Tucker DeVries buries a three. That is his 6th of the ball game. He's got 27 points in this ball game. Back the other way. And now, is that Tucker?
That might be his 4th.
They called him for his 4th foul. Unbelievable. DeVries has picked up his 4th foul here. He's picked up 3 here in the second half in the first 6 minutes, 45 seconds.
I'd have to watch the replay on that one. But again, Marquette just going, and they're attacking downhill to the basket. They've had success all game long getting to the free throw line here. And this is a big moment here of this ball game with DeVries out. You know, where is Indiana going to get some offensive production with him on the bench?
Rebound is taken by Marquette because Nigel James misses the shot. Now he drives inside, fakes, puts it up, throws it up, and couldn't get it. Rebound battle for it. Indiana comes away. Josiah Miles comes away with a rebound. Back up the floor. Tucker's on the sideline now. Here's Wilkerson with the ball. Slides it to the corner. Down inside to Trent Sisley. Puts it up and in. Big play for Indiana. Sisley's 6th point of the game. 70-55. And Indiana suddenly is back on top by 15. Here's a drive down low by Ross. He lays it in. Chase Ross gets his 18th point. Back up the court quickly. Miles has it across the timeline. Josiah gets it to Tatum Connerway. Connerway has lost his shoe. Nobody guarding him close, so he just went down and pulled his shoe back on.
Tied his shoe with the basketball in his other hand. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I don't think I have either. Here's Lamar Wilkerson, a bomb. He hits! Lamar Wilkerson buries his 17th point. He takes over for Tucker. Down the other way. Here's Ross. Throws it away. Indiana, Josiah Miles comes up with it. He drives it down low. Kicks it out to Lamar for another 3. No good. Rebound knocked away. And it's going to belong to Marquette.
That would have been a dagger right there.
Wow.
In transition. Josiah Miles looking for his teammate. Lamar just knocked down a deep 3. That was an absolute... That would have been huge. This place, the roof would have been blown off on this one, but that ball did not go down. But Indiana's done what they need to do. That's a big shot from Wilkerson, up by 16, just under 12 left here in the second half.
11:57 to go, and it's 73-57 IU. Back in a moment. This is IU basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Christian Lawrence.
And I'm Brad Lawrence at Goldcasters Diamonds and Fine Jewelry. And we just want to remind you how much the woman in your life really does love you.
Wow, but Dad, how can you know that?
Well, she puts up with his sports, doesn't she? She's letting him listen to the game right now.
True.
Because she is your biggest fan.
Always cheering you on.
So come to Goldcasters
for a little sparkling gift that reminds her
that you're her biggest fan, too.
Goldcasters at 2nd and Washington in Bloomington.
From city centers to rural towns, Hoosiers are facing big challenges. Indiana University is right here with you, working together to find new ways forward. Our graduates fuel the workforce and strengthen communities. Our research drives real change in people's lives. We show up, we do the work, and we solve what's next. Indiana University. Bring on tomorrow. See what's next at iu.edu/impact.
Hoosier fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is an official beer sponsor of IU Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
Back once again here in Chicagoland, Indiana, at the United Center, leading Marquette 73-57, 11:57 left in this one. Green and Schultz trial lawyers, where injury laws are field and justice is always the goal. We're here for you when accidents happen and it matters most. Bloomington, Indianapolis, and at greenschultz.com.
Yeah, with Tucker DeVries on the bench here with 4 personal fouls, it's got to be Lamar Wilkerson has got to step up his game, which he has done. He's done a nice job. That last 3 was a great example of it, but he's got 17 points. I just think he's the go-to guy right now offensively. Connerway has not been real aggressive here this afternoon. He could step up in a big way at the offensive end. Somebody without DeVries in the ballgame has just really got to be the engine here offensively. But Indiana doing just enough here to keep this lead. Was 10, now back up to 16 here with just under 12 left.
Jones brings the ball up the floor, gets it to Parham. He tries to drive in on Trent Sisley, bangs into him, throws up a shot, missed it. Rebound battle for it, goes out of bounds. It's going to belong to Marquette.
Nice job by Sisley there. He's given up a little bit of length against Parham and did a great job keeping his hands straight up in the air and not fouling. Have not been able to say that much here today.
Nope, you're right.
But Sisley did a really nice job there, being physical, but keeping his hands straight up in the air.
And now we got to change. Ross is coming back in the game, and Lowry will sit down for Marquette. And the inbound will be made by Parham. Parham lobs it in. It's tipped away, but picked up by Jones, and Sean Jones gets it to Chase Ross. Now he fires it over to Stevens, who misses the jump shot, and the rebound comes away to Trent Sisley. Back down the floor comes Indiana. Basketball in the hands of Lamar Wilkerson. Wilkerson starts to drive left, then comes back to the right. Now drives it into the lane, throws up a runner. Oh, he slams it in there again for Sam Alexis, and he slams it home. And Alexis, with his second alley-oop basket of the day, his 13th point. A nice pass from Wilkerson. Here's a shot by Ross that misses, and Alexis has got the rebound. Indiana's got the lead back up, 75-57. Up the floor, Connerway with it across the timeline against Jones. Jones harassing all the time out there. Now still working with it is Connerway. He looks... Now penetrating. He's just kind of hanging with it right now. Kind of ball stuck. He throws it to Lamar. Wilkerson fires. Yes! And Wilkerson buries another 3. His 3rd of the second half. His 20th point of the ball game. And his 4th 3 in this contest. And Indiana fans come to their feet. Down to the corner. This is Parham. Back outside to Stevens. Back into Parham. Parham puts up a little runner and knocks it down.
Parham's been really good here for Marquette. Offensively, he's just had the ability to get about 5 feet from the basket and get a good look each and every time.
11 points for Parham in this ball game. Across the timeline, Connerway for Indiana. Now Connerway on the dribble, top of the key. Now throws it down to the corner to Trent Sisley, who fakes. Now he drives inside, throws it up and in. What a play by Trent Sisley for his 8th point.
the freshman coming through for IU. Here is the pass inside. It goes into Caden Hamilton. He throws it up, and he got the left-hand lay-in to go down. He's got his 8th point of the game. And Indiana hanging on right now to a 19-point lead with 9:40 to go. Here is Connerway with the basketball. Connerway starts it to the right side, pulls it back out, throws it left to Josiah Miles, then back out to Connerway. Now Peyton looking for help. Finally, it's going to, I guess there's no 5-second call there. Here is Josiah back out to Connerway, and Peyton will let go of 3. He will miss it, and the rebound taken out of there by Hamilton. Down the floor, this is Sean Jones. Jones drives to the hole, cut off, throws it back outside to Ross, then it gets to Hamilton. Hamilton back to Jones. Jones drives, kicks it outside. This is Parham for 3 and misses. Rebound put back up and in by Hamilton.
Yeah, the 2 bigs from Marquette are starting to be an impact here offensively. Not just scoring the ball, but rebounding the basketball here the last couple possessions.
Now the ball game and a 17-point contest for Indiana in the lead. 8:45 to go. Connerway throws it out to Lamar. Wilkerson back it goes to Peyton. Now here's Sisley's shot was blocked, but he got his own rebound. Now up, here's Lamar Wilkerson. Rims it in and out, and then it goes back down again.
These guys are shooting the ball now. DeVries and Wilkerson right now are lights out for Indiana shooting the 3.
6 threes now for Lamar. Indiana back on top by 20. Here's the ball lost out of bounds by Chase Ross, and Indiana's got it on the turnover.
Yeah, 6 threes for Wilkerson, 6 threes for DeVries. That's 12 of Indiana's 13 made threes have come from just those 2 guys here. And we said it with DeVries out, it's got to be Wilkerson shooting the ball. And boy, has he ever. I think he's knocked down 3 here in the second half with DeVries on the bench.
Lowry and James are back into the ball game, and out goes Parham and Jones, and Stevens also out of the ball game. And that means Gold is back in. So they got another big in there at this point. Here's Josiah Miles with the ball. On the right side, throws it back outside, or left side, I should say. Now they throw it out right and into the hands of Lamar Wilkerson. Wilkerson drives down to the baseline, pulls up from 15. This one won't go, and the rebound taken by Gold, knocked away by Josiah Miles, then stolen away by Wilkerson. Back it goes left corner. Here is Josiah Miles, and he fires a 3. It's no good. Connerway with a rebound. Back to Josiah. He fires again, and this one doesn't go in either. Back the other way comes Marquette. Here is James on a drive. He throws up a shot, but he draws the foul.
Well, it's wild action right now.
Yeah, no question.
Both teams fighting their butts off right now, playing extremely hard at both ends of the court. You know, watch this one. Not much there at all on Connerway. You get the beautiful thing is when you watch the replay, it just reminds you how bad the officiating's been. But aside from that, man, I tell you what, Indiana is playing their tails off right now at both ends of the court, up by 20 here.
We have timeout on the floor, 83-63 the score. Indiana leading Marquette. Back in a moment. This is IU basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
It's no coincidence that Neil rhymes with deal, because that's something you can always count on with the leader in tires and auto repair for nearly a century. Neil Tire is committed to giving you the best deal on a set of Falcon tires. Stay safe on the roads this basketball season as you travel to all those Indiana Hoosiers games. Visit neiltire.com to schedule an appointment and to find the location nearest you. As always, nothing beats a Neil deal.
Odds are, while you may be an expert baker,
Thanks, Grandma.
or hip shaker, you likely don't spend time thinking about advanced medical treatments or research. So IU Health is here with the expert healthcare 9 out of 10 Indiana doctors have chosen for their patients' care. Because whether you're an expert DIYer or expert high fiber, trust the experts more Hoosiers do. Indiana University Health, no matter the odds. IUhealth.org.
Electric Plus is a full-service electrical contractor with offices in Bloomington, Avon, Kokomo, and Lafayette. We work hard to deliver big wins for our customers, leading the league in new construction, modernization, and service repairs. Our team specializes in industrial, commercial, and residential work with 24/7 emergency coverage. We are 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, meaning every job is powered by people who have a stake in our success. Just like the Hoosiers aim to be the best, the mission of Electric Plus is to be the best electrical contractor, period. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. Go Hoosiers!
Here at the United Center in Chicago, Indiana 83, Marquette 63. 7:40 left in this basketball game. CareSource offering benefits that go beyond health insurance, like one-on-one help to find a steady job, access to healthy food, or a dependable ride. When your life is better, your health can be better too. CareSource, care that connects.
Coach Darren DeVries right now has the luxury of sitting Tucker on the bench with 4 fouls and Connor Enright on the bench with 4 fouls because they got a 20-point lead. But I guarantee it, that lead starts to shrink here in the next few minutes. Those 2 guys will be coming off the bench, or at least one of them, DeVries will be, to provide some offensive spark here for Indiana. But some of the guys that have filled in, Wilkerson's been great, Sisley's been great, Alexis has been great for the most part in this ballgame. Those guys have really stepped up in a big way as Indiana's been in some foul trouble.
Reed Bailey's back in the ball game. He's playing with 4 fouls. At the stripe is James, and Nigel James knocks down that free throw, so he's picked up his 8th point of the contest. And James has one more shot coming, so he can knock the lead down to 18 if he makes it. Second one on its way, it's good. And he's got his 9th point of the contest. First 2 of the second half. Here's Tucker DeVries back in the game. He gives it to Connor Enright, who's also playing with lots of foul trouble. The pass comes out to Tucker, then back over to Connor. Enright with the basketball, giving Tate and Connerway a little bit of a break. There's a bounce pass that goes to Tucker for DeVries. He turns around, clears out to Lamar for 3, and off the rim, no. Rebound, Reed Bailey. And Bailey gives Indiana a second opportunity. Spins down low, throws it up with the left hand. Won't go, but he'll go to the line.
That's an awesome job by Reed Bailey there. A really good set from Indiana to get Wilkerson a wide open 3 at the top. He misses, which I did not expect. But Reed Bailey was relentless there, attacking the offensive glass. Got that second chance for Indiana and went one-on-one to draw the foul. That's what you need, especially to maintain a lead. You need a guy like Reed Bailey coming up with those offensive boards.
Second foul on Ben Gold. Free throw by Reed Bailey is good. He's got his first point of this contest. He got an early foul trouble in the ball game in the first half and has been sitting quite a bit in this game as Tucker goes out of the contest. So DeVries back out there. They don't want him to get his 4th. Here's Reed's second shot, and it's good. And so Reed Bailey's got his first 2 points of the contest. Back the other way comes Nigel James. James guarded out there by now Josiah Miles. James on the right perimeter, throws it out, top of the key to Gold, back to James, then back on a drive to Lowry. Lowry inside, lays it up and in. They've been able to penetrate down low a few times here in the second half. That's the 9th point for Lowry. Back comes Connor Enright across the timeline for the Hoosiers. He's guarded by James. Bounce pass comes to Reed Bailey. Bailey turns around, then drives to the hole, down low, puts it up, and got it. And Reed Bailey suddenly with his 4th point. And Indiana takes the lead back up to 20. Here, top of the key, drive by James. He got away with a travel, no call. And the ball loose on the floor. They scramble for it. Trent Sisley diving for it as well. And so the ball is called, let's see on who. Possession turn goes to who?
That's got to be Marquette, I believe.
Yep, I think so.
But that's what you want there from Sisley. I mean, that could have been a loose ball for Marquette where they would have passed it back out to a shooter or just maintained possession. Last second, though, Sisley dives in on it. You know, Marquette retains possession here, but the next one's going to Indiana because of that hustle play from Sisley.
Hamilton and Parham both come back in the ball game as Gold and the Joshua Clark, who was in there briefly, both go out. Here's the pass in to Hamilton. Hamilton's got it. And looking to pass it, bounces it off into the hands of Nigel James. He bounces it inside on the baseline to Parham. Parham works against Reed Bailey. Now threw it away. Picked off by Trent Sisley. Indiana's got the ball. Up the floor, Lamar Wilkerson across the timeline. Lamar gets it off to Reed Bailey. Bailey turns around, faces his man, drives into the lane, kicks it back outside to Josiah Miles. He spins into the lane, throws it up, and got the roll. And Josiah Miles gets his 4th point. Nice job by Indiana. The Hoosiers take the lead back up to 22. Here is Parham. Parham drives it down to the left wing, throws it back outside. It goes to Hamilton. Hamilton on the dribble against Reed Bailey. And drives it inside, lost the handle, knocked away, and picked off by Bailey. Reed comes up with it. Back down the floor comes Lamar Wilkerson. Wilkerson across the timeline. Lamar, 5.5 minutes to go, bounces it off to Bailey. Bailey comes up with the basketball. Now clears it off to Connor Enright. He drives down to the baseline, throws it inside to Trent Sisley for a slam dunk. Sisley's 10th point of the ball game, and this freshman making an impact here again today. Here's a drive down low, shot put up, and bounces around, no good. And Indiana's Lamar Wilkerson with the board. Now a fast break pass to Trent Sisley, but they can't work with it. They get it out to Bailey, and now into the hands of Lamar Wilkerson. Lamar pulls it back outside. Darren DeVries getting a lot of hand motions out there about what he wants done. Here's Lamar on a drive. He fakes, puts it up with the left hand, couldn't get it to go down. Back the other way. Ross back in the ball game, and he's fouled from behind by Lamar Wilkerson.
A little frustration foul there. And Indiana wanted to spread out the court, let Lamar Wilkerson go one-on-one. He had a mismatch against Marquette's big. He has made a couple really nice moves here this afternoon, just not able to finish right around the rim. His strength has been shooting the three ball here today, but that's one you can't have there if you're Wilkerson. Just get back, sprint, play good defense. No need for that frustration foul.
And that's his second of the ball game. And now that will send Chase Ross to the free throw line with 18 points. Ross has played pretty well here today, but he misses that free toss. He'll have one more. Josiah Miles comes to the sideline. And back in is Tucker DeVries. Ross at the free throw stripe. Eyes number 2. This one goes down. He's got 19 now. So right now it's Indiana 91, Marquette 68. And the Hoosiers with that three-point shot falling a lot today out of the fingertips of Lamar Wilkerson and Tucker DeVries. Indiana dominating this ball game in many respects. Here is a drive left side and thrown out of bounds. Looked like Connor Enright and Trent Sisley kind of lost touch there communication-wise. And the ball went flying out of bounds. Here is Nigel James coming up the floor. Drives it to the left side. Cut off. Throws it back outside to Hamilton. Hamilton drives on Reed Bailey. Bailey guarding him tightly. They throw it back outside to James. James against Connor down low. He throws it up and in. And he's going to be fouled. And the foul call will go against Connor.
Yeah, he's been pretty good. One-on-one, James has been. And that was a good, strong move there. The key for him is when Indiana's big slide over, he's just not quite big and strong enough to finish over the bigs. But that time it was one-on-one against Connor Enright, who I believe fouls out of the game there with that 5th foul.
He fouls out of the game with a standing ovation from this Indiana crowd with 7 points today. But he plays as hard as anybody on any team.
He's a smart player, makes the right play, just works his tail off at the defensive end.
And that free throw is by James, knocks it in, so he picks up a 3-point play there, and he's got his 12th point. Tucker DeVries to inbound. He gets it in. It comes to Reed Bailey, then right back to Tucker. Now into the hands of Tatum Connerway. Connerway brings it up. Adrian Stevens is guarding him. On the dribble, Connor just stands out there. They're taking time off the clock right now. 4:05 to go in this one. And Connerway drives to the right, pulls it back out on the perimeter, and drives it into the lane, pulls up, fakes, tried to pass it inside. It went off Reed Bailey, and it went out of bounds, I think, and it's going to belong to Indiana.
Yeah, I think they called a kick ball there, too, so it's going to be Indiana basketball out of bounds underneath, but the shot clock's going to reset as well.
All right, 3:56 left in this one. Indiana in control, 91-71. We're back in a moment. This is IU basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Your health is affected by a lot of things in your life, like what you eat, where you work, or even how you get to a doctor. It all connects. That's why CareSource offers so much more than health insurance. We connect you to the resources in our community that make your life better so your health can be better too. But the most important connection we're making in Indiana is with you. CareSource. Care that connects. Connect with us now at caresource.com.
It's no coincidence that Neil rhymes with deal, because that's something you can always count on with the leader in tires and auto repair for nearly a century. Neil Tire is committed to giving you the best deal on a set of Falcon tires. Stay safe on the roads this basketball season as you travel to all those Indiana Hoosiers games. Visit neiltire.com to schedule an appointment and to find the location nearest you. As always, nothing beats a Neil deal.
Hoosier fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. At IU, we know what it means to be part of something bigger than ourselves. We stand together for passion, for pride, for purpose. And today, we stand for the gift of life. Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Say yes to organ donation and bring on tomorrow.
Welcome back to the United Center. Indiana 91, Marquette 71, 3:56 to go in this ball game. From tip-off to overtime, Smithville's got your back. Internet voice and smart security that keep you connected and protected. Choose your home team. Learn more at smithville.com.
Just an incredible effort here today, really at both ends for Indiana. But to have a 20-point lead with under 4 minutes left to go here in this ball game, especially with how many free throws Marquette, 27 made free throws here today for Marquette. Normally that's a stat that tells you, everything you need to know about the outcome of the game. But today it's been the opposite of that. Even though Marquette's made those 27 free throws, Indiana's got a 20-point lead on with under 4 minutes left to go in this ball game. It's just a testament to Indiana's offensive execution here. They could put up 100 points against a very good defense in Marquette.
Inbound will come from Tatum Connerway. Underneath the IU basket, gets it to Trent Sisley. He feeds it over to Tucker DeVries. DeVries drives the baseline, lost the handle, out of bounds. So a turnover by IU. Just kind of checking to see what the turnover margin is. Indiana's now got, I think, 8 for the ball game and 14. I don't know if they posted that one right away or not. 14 for Marquette. And almost a steal there, and Indiana finally gets it off of a Nigel James drive that didn't go down. Back the other way, here's Sisley, back outside to DeVries. Indiana's working a little clock here again. Reed Bailey has the ball in his hands. He drives it into the lane, throws up a runner, won't go, but he draws the foul.
Yeah, that's a great read there by Bailey. In transition, Marquette's trying to match up. Bailey's got him one-on-one against James Jr. James Jr.'s probably given up 5 inches there. I have to look at their heights, but a huge mismatch there for Reed Bailey, who drove right to the basket, used that size and athleticism to draw the foul. He hasn't scored a ton of points, but I love what Reed Bailey has done here today for Indiana from a decision-making standpoint.
Bailey at the free throw line, rims it around the rim, and then it drops in. Reed Bailey's got 5 points now. Hit all 3 of his free throws so far today. One more shot coming to Reed, and he misses this one off the rim, and then Lamar Wilkerson gets knocked to the floor by a new face in the ball game. I think that was Michael Phillips, the 6'6 freshman.
I don't think anyone from Marquette went for that ball after the missed shot, and Wilkerson had a step on it, and they were forced to foul, but just a lack of concentration there from Marquette. But you see that from a team when they're down 20 with under 4 minutes left. They kind of pack it in and realize that the game's over, but a heads-up play from Wilkerson.
And Parham was actually the guy the foul was called on, and he goes to the sideline. So Phillips stays in the ball game. Michael Phillips, the second, a freshman, getting some playing time here. Demarius Owens is also in there now. Looks like Shaka Smart has probably cooled off the primary dogs. Here's Lamar Wilkerson. Kicks it outside for Trent Sisley. The 3. Yes! Trent Sisley gets his 13th point on a 3 ball. And Indiana jumps the lead now 95-71. 3:17 left in this one. Ball in the hands of Nigel James. James throws it outside to Stevens. Stevens with the basketball, dribbles it out, and he hands it off into the new hands of Demarius Owens. Owens takes it right, hands it off to Phillips. Phillips back outside to Owens. Owens drives right, cut off by Tucker. Now he lost the handle, turns around, throws up a shot, won't go, and Tucker's got the rebound. Tucker DeVries brings it up for Indiana. Back down the floor, Tatum Connerway now with the basketball, gets it across the timeline. Connerway on the dribble, working against Stevens outside. Just taking time off the clock. Every single possession now. Indiana using up some shot clock. Down to 10 on it. Here is Connerway. Drives it to the left, outside to Tucker. Long three by Tucker. DeVries off the rim, no. Rebound knocked away into the hands of another new face in there, Joshua Clark, who played briefly earlier. Now here's a drive outside. They find Stevens, Adrian Stevens, trying to work for a three. He fires it up there, missed it. And the rebound, batted out of bounds. It'll belong to IU. A foul's called against Marquette.
That's going to be 1-and-1 here for Connerway. And what a game here today, Don. I mean, who would have thought 20-plus point victory here against a very good Marquette team? I thought this was going to be a close game from the jump. I really did. I thought both teams would battle, and whoever won the game would be feeling great about themselves because it was such a good ball game, but it ended up being a blowout here for Indiana. And it really came off the back of DeVries in the first half, Wilkerson in the second half, and really a total team effort. But those two guys really kind of paved the way offensively for Indiana.
So going to the free throw line is Tatum Connerway. Connerway with 3 points in this ball game, all from the stripe today. He gets his 4th point there. He'll have one more. And don't forget, you can join Coach Darian DeVries or Terry Morin at 7:05 on most Monday nights throughout the season for Inside IU Basketball, presented by J.C. Bank, hosted live at Hoosier Hanks East off of College Mall Road in Bloomington. Second shot is up and missed. Rebound taken by Clark. Clark gives it to Nigel James for Marquette. They're on the attack. Now drive to the left side. Now James again takes it inside. He's very clever with the basketball, and that time he gets a layup out of it, and James picks up his 14th point of the game. Indiana comes back down the floor. Connerway takes it all the way to the hole, then throws it to Trent Sisley, then back outside to Lamar Wilkerson. Now to Reed Bailey. Bailey turns around, clears back out to Tatum Connerway. Indiana working clock again. Down to 1:35 to go in the game. Here's a pass inside to Trent Sisley for an alley-oop slam dunk. And Trent Sisley's got his 15th point. Wow. 98-73. Indiana right now by 25. And on the dribble, James again bounces it outside. They go down low. Tipped away by Bailey. Stolen by Indiana. Connerway comes up with it. 1:10 left. This Indiana crowd knows it's in the ballpark and knows it's over. And they start the stand. And this Hoosier ball club is playing tremendous here today. And we had a timeout, a rolling timeout being called here.
Yeah, bringing in some subs here. Some guys that haven't had a chance to play, some walk-ons. What an effort from those guys here today. They deserve this standing ovation. I mean, this crowd absolutely loves and appreciates the effort and really, quite frankly, the execution that they've seen at both ends of the court here all day. Just a total team effort from the Hoosiers.
Josiah Miles comes in there, so we got some walk-ons and Stevens. Here's a drive by Josiah. He misses the shot. The rebounded by Marquette. And Adrian Stevens brings it down. He tries to pound it inside against Drew Snively, who puts it up, missed it, and the rebound tipped away. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to belong to Marquette. But Indiana's going to walk away with a victory here this afternoon. They're second of the season, and one of the marquee matchups that they'll have here in non-conference play. And Indiana's walking away with a huge win. Right now we're waiting for the clock to run out. 47.9 seconds left in this one. 20 seconds on the shot clock for Marquette. The inbound now will be made by Nigel James. He gets it in, and here's a drive to the hole, and another foul is called. This time by, I think it's on Trice Grinsing, who just came in. He's one of the walk-ons, and he picked up the foul. So Indiana's got, let's see, Ian Stevens, Drew Snively, and Grinsing. All three are walk-ons, along with Josiah Miles and with the freshman Trent Sisley, who's had a really good ball game for Indiana today. 15 points for Trent. At the stripe, it's Demarius Owens looking for his first point of the afternoon. And he bangs it around the rim, and it drops through. He's got his first point. One more shot coming to him. What a weekend for Indiana athletics. Football team yesterday, one of the most dramatic comebacks you'll ever see in a late ball game like it was. And that second shot is good. 2 points now for Owens, and Indiana about to win their second game of this new season for this basketball program. Grinsing on the dribble out front. Turns around, lobs it in. It comes to Josiah Miles. Miles with the basketball, throws it over to Trent Sisley. Sisley back out to Josiah. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Miles with it. Works outside on the dribble. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll belong to IU. Stevens was the man who touched it last. There's 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Marquette sticking with their pressure, but Indiana's really handled it well all game long. Limiting the turnovers. The assist-to-turnover ratio was spectacular today from Indiana as a team.
Here's Josiah inbounding to Snively. Snively turns, throws up a shot, and it goes down! Drew Snively scores, and that will do it for Indiana. Here is Nigel James driving it outside. He goes down low, spins, works, fires it up there, and got it to go down. James comes up with a 16th point, but this ball game is history. Down to 2, down to 1. That's the buzzer, and Indiana wins it 100-77. The Hoosiers hit the century mark against the Marquette Golden Eagles. A tremendous performance by this Indiana basketball team here this afternoon. Final score again, 100-77. And when we come back, we'll take a look at our post-game show this afternoon. And, of course, you're listening to Indiana Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Hey, Hoosier Nation! Indiana University Athletics is teaming up with Grillo's Pickles to bring you... hey, wait a minute. Where'd my pickles go?
I'm really sorry, Steve. I couldn't wait. It's fresh from the fridge, and these are a total game changer.
Well, that's Grillo's for you. Too good to last and the perfect courtside snack to fuel your Hoosier pride. Let's go IU!
Grillo's Pickles, the official pickle of Indiana University Athletics. Find us chillin' in the refrigerated section. SPG Roofing and Exteriors is proud to be a partner of IU Athletics. Whether it's a simple repair needed or you're looking into solar solutions for your home, with our combined 50 years of experience in the roofing industry, we can provide you with the quality workmanship you're looking for, along with the respect you deserve. Call us at 317-676-5756 or visit us at spgroof.com so we can get started on your project and schedule a contactless inspection to get an idea of the property and the project. We look forward to hearing from you soon, and go Hoosiers!
Sharp Business Systems of Indiana is proud to be an official technology solutions provider of IU sports properties. SBS Indiana is best known for our great document solutions, such as copiers and printers. But here at SBS, we also offer a full line of professional audio-visual solutions, including touchscreen video boards with integrated speakers and microphones, complete with professional installation and service. This state-of-the-art technology can improve both communication and interaction in offices and classrooms alike. To find out more, go to sbsindiana.com or call 317-844-0033.
Indiana is filled with wonderful people and places. So whether you live in Anderson or Attica and need an injury attorney, Green & Schultz trial lawyers will be there. Bloomington or Brazil, Gas City to Goshen, Huntington or Hammond, Green & Schultz makes it easy to help you. Jasper, Jonesville, Lebanon or Linton, Mitchell, Muncie, Plymouth and Portland, Seymour, Tell City or Union City, Warsaw, Washington, or even West Lafayette.
Green & Schultz trial lawyers, attorneys serving victims of injury and loss. More at greenschultz.com.
Hoosier fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. At IU, we know what it means to be part of something bigger than ourselves. We stand together for passion, for pride, for purpose. And today, we stand for the gift of life. Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Say yes to organ donation and bring on tomorrow.
Oh, I'm right where I belong.
Looking for your next vehicle? Why not buy from a name you know and trust? This year, Curry Auto Center is celebrating 110 years of service. That's 5 generations of local ownership. Locally owned means we treat you like family. Whether you're eyeing a powerful GMC truck, a sleek Chevy, or a luxurious Buick, we've got the selection, the deals, and the people you can count on. Come celebrate 110 years with us at Curry Auto Center. Time tested, price perfected. Online at curryautocenter.com.
On the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield. Welcome to the postgame show. Brought to you by Finney Hospitality, The Tap, Yogi's, Social Cantina, and Smokeworks of Finney Hospitality Group are a proud sponsor of IU Athletics. Also brought to you by your Central Indiana Ford dealers are proud sponsors of IU basketball. Visit your local Central Indiana Ford dealer today. Now, from the Smithville Broadcast Center, once again, Don Fisher.
And welcome back to the United Center here in Chicago, Illinois, where Indiana wins today over the Marquette Golden Eagles, 100-77, the final count here this afternoon. A tremendous performance by Indiana. Unbelievable three-point shooting by Tucker DeVries, Lamar Wilkerson, and others who also did knock down threes in this ball game. But just a terrific performance by this Indiana ball club, E, and without question, when you look at what Indiana was able to do in this contest to deal with all the foul issues they had during much of this contest, and then to just kind of continue to walk away with this victory here this afternoon, pretty impressive.
Yeah, already dealing with a couple injuries going into the game. You know, Indiana, I thought at one point was going to be in some trouble with some of the foul trouble they were in. But some guys stepped up in a big way. I think it was very helpful that Tucker DeVries did not get in foul trouble in that first half. And he had a huge first half for Indiana, knocking down, I believe, 5 threes. He was spectacular. But then when he got in some foul trouble, Lamar Wilkerson stepped up and knocked down some big shots. And really, guys just stepped up and played great team basketball and made the adjustment. Although Marquette was getting to the free throw line, Marquette was not getting a lot of wide open shots. Indiana was there. The whistle wasn't going their way, but they never really let up at the defensive end and really made life difficult on Marquette offensively. Started stringing together some stops, started making some threes, and then all of a sudden in that first half, it was a tight ball game, ballooned out to a double-digit lead, and from there on, I don't think Marquette got it back to single digits at all in the second half, and Indiana just played a spectacular game here this afternoon.
6 threes for both Lamar and for Tucker. Each had 6 threes in this ball game. Each hit 5.5 and 1 in the other half. And Tucker, of course, got into foul trouble in the second half of this ball game, and that's when Lamar started to take over. It was kind of interesting, to say the least. But on top of that, I still want to look at what Indiana did defensively in this ball game, because here's the thing about Marquette: they play so fast, and they go after it really hard. So all we can say at this point is it was a terrific win for Indiana. And we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with the coach when we have an opportunity here in just a couple of minutes. We'll be back after these messages. This is IU Basketball, the Carosaurus Radio Network from Learfield.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Did you know the cure for testicular cancer was discovered at IU? At the IU Simon Comprehensive Cancer Center, our more than 300 researchers are never daunted in their work to beat cancer. Support the researchers delivering life-saving breakthroughs. Join the IU versus Cancer team. Learn more at cancer.iu.edu. That's cancer.iu.edu. Together, we're one team. IU versus Cancer.
Your health is affected by a lot of things in your life, like what you eat, where you work, or even how you get to a doctor. It all connects. That's why CareSource offers so much more than health insurance. We connect you to the resources in our community that make your life better so your health can be better too. But the most important connection we're making in Indiana is with you. CareSource. Care that connects. Connect with us now at caresource.com.
Visit Bloomington and South Central Indiana's Royal on the East Side today for a large selection of new and used Subaru, Volkswagen, and Audi vehicles. Their large and diverse selection of both new and used vehicles ensures that they have the vehicle for you, no matter what it is you're looking for. Stop in and visit them today. Conveniently located just across from College Mall on 3rd Street. Check out RoyalOnTheEastSide.com or call 812-332-3333. So why wait? Come test drive a new Audi, Subaru, Volkswagen, or one of their many other quality used cars, vans, trucks, or SUVs. Royal on the East Side is a proud sponsor of IU Athletics.
Welcome back to Chicagoland. Indiana wins it over Marquette 100-77 this afternoon. It's time for Coach Darren DeVries' post-game comments. And Coach, congratulations on a tremendous win here this afternoon. It really started off with a lot of foul issues and those kinds of things, and yet Tucker was phenomenal in the first half, shooting threes. Lamar in the second half. What a great performance by your ball club.
Yeah, I was really proud of the effort they put together today. It's one of those games where it's second game of the year, and we had to go against the full court press, a 3/4 court press, a bunch of changing defenses, and I thought our guys did a great job in the prep for the game of just getting ready to handle all those type of things, and for the most part did a really good job with that. But overall, just really pleased with the team effort. I thought the guys did a really good job. Again, unselfish on offense, 27 assists and 8 turnovers, and then defensively, did a really good job of trying to take away what we thought was their strengths. Got a little foul trouble and a little handsy at times, and certainly some things we can clean up. But really proud of the guys' effort.
Well, without question, Coach, the one thing about this team today, and when you look at what Marquette tries to do to you, and you score 100 points against this team, that's saying something, because their defense is so aggressive and so pressurized.
Yeah, I thought they are challenging to play against. They got a lot of guys that can put a lot of pressure on the ball, and I thought our guys did a good job of just staying composed and never really got sped up. They were kind of able to play within themselves and then use kind of our player movement instead of just trying to beat it off the dribble. They did a really good job of getting it into actions, which allowed us to open some things up.
And they were not, you did not allow them to shoot many threes. I mean, the pressure you put on them was really significant as well.
Yeah, I thought the guys did a good job, because it's a tough deal where they got a lot of guys that can get downhill, and they're trying to attack the rim and get paint touches. So you got to try and protect behind the guy guarding the ball, but also be able to get out to those shooters. And the guys did a really good job, I thought, of communicating too, especially this early in the season. I thought we had some pretty good connectivity on the defensive end as well.
Coach, rebounding today, I don't know what you say about that, but you guys did what you had to do in that regard.
Yeah, I thought there was a couple stretches, where we let them get some second chance opportunities, but overall it was pretty pleased. We ended up down 4 in the rebounding department, and then we'll continue to stress that and get better at it. But every night's that's just got to be something that we prioritize and continue to make it a priority for us of just making it a physical fight down there and going and hitting bodies, and our guys are getting better at it. They'll continue to get more consistent as the season goes, I'm sure.
Coach, one other thing, when you talk about three-point shooting and how important that is these days, you obviously went after the right guys in regard to three-point shooters, because Tucker was phenomenal today. Of course, you brought him with you from West Virginia and Drake, but Lamar Wilkerson was just as precious in this ball game in that regard. And then you have other people that step up. Connor hit that three-point at halftime, and Trent Sisley with a 3 in the ball game. And Sisley played really well as just a true freshman.
Yeah, again, great balance. I thought our guys did a good job of, Tucker had it going in the first half, and in the second half we were able to get Lamar going. And really when the game got tight again, Lamar was the guy that hit a couple big ones to stretch that lead back out. And, Trent had some big plays. And there just everybody, contributed in different ways. I thought Reed Bailey had a nice little stretch midway through the second half there. We just had all kinds of foul trouble and different types of lineups out there. But I thought the guys, just continued to play and stepped into their roles in a really good fashion.
Coach, we appreciate your taking the time. Nice win for your ball club today, no doubt about it. We'll look forward to the talk show tomorrow night.
It sounds great. Appreciate it.
All right, Darren DeVries, of course, our guest here on the post-game show. As we continue our post-game, it's time to make a difference play of the game, or making a difference play of the game, brought to you by Harold Fish Incorporated. It's locally owned and operated. HFI has been making a difference in homes, facilities, and communities since 1985. Hoosier fans, make sure to call HFI to make a difference with your next project. Eric, what are your thoughts today?
Well, Marquette did make that run early in the second half, and they cut the lead from 18 all the way down to 10. It was 65-55 with just under 14 minutes left to go in the game, and I think Coach DeVries called a timeout at that point. Indiana got the ball and ran a really nice set. Tucker DeVries knocked down a 3 to extend the lead back out to 13. Like, that was a really good way to kind of reverse the momentum. The timeout plus the great set, DeVries knocking down another 3, gets the lead back up to 13, but then Marquette never got closer than that for the rest of the ball game. Indiana got the lead back out to 20, and just didn't look back. And sometimes you need a big shot to kind of stop the momentum of another team, somebody that's willing to step up even though things aren't going well for you. Step up and make a big-time play. I thought Tucker DeVries did that in the second half. All right, that's the story. Up next, we'll bring you a look at today's final statistics presented by Old National Bank. We'll be back in a moment. This is IU Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Get back to doing what you love. If you're experiencing hip, knee, or shoulder pain and it's affecting your everyday activities, it may be time to schedule a consultation with one of our highly skilled orthopedic surgeons. Our fellowship-trained surgeons specialize in outpatient joint and shoulder replacement. We may be able to get you home on the same day of your procedure. As the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of IU Athletics, IU Health will give you the expert care you need close to home. Call 812-333-2663 or visit iuhealth.org/BloomingtonOrtho.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Introducing Hoosier Game Day Lager, the official craft beer of Indiana University Athletics. Brewed by Upland Brewing Company in Bloomington, this smooth, refreshing beer embodies Hoosier pride with iconic cream and crimson candy stripes. It's the perfect companion for every game. Whether you're cheering in Memorial Stadium, Assembly Hall, or watching from home, IU Athletics are always better with beer. Find Hoosier Game Day Lager at Upland's 9 family-friendly locations, your local liquor store, neighborhood bar, and everywhere Upland beers are sold. Upland Brewing Company reminds you to drink responsibly. Go Hoosiers!
Indiana is filled with wonderful people and places. So whether you live in Anderson or Attica and need an injury attorney, Green & Schultz trial lawyers will be there. Bloomington or Brazil, Gas City to Goshen, Huntington or Hammond, Green & Schultz makes it easy to help you. Jasper, Jonesville, Lebanon or Linton, Mitchell, Muncie, Plymouth and Portland, Seymour, Tell City or Union City, Warsaw, Washington, or even West Lafayette.
Green & Schultz trial lawyers, attorneys serving victims of injury and loss. More at greenschultz.com.
Electric Plus is a full-service electrical contractor with offices in Bloomington, Avon, Kokomo, and Lafayette. We work hard to deliver big wins for our customers, leading the league in new construction, modernization, and service repairs. Our team specializes in industrial, commercial, and residential work with 24/7 emergency coverage. We are 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, meaning every job is powered by people who have a stake in our success. Just like the Hoosiers aim to be the best, the mission of Electric Plus is to be the best electrical contractor, period. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. Go Hoosiers!
Great defense isn't just on the court, it's online too. Whether you're shutting down a fast break or blocking a digital threat, Smithville's got your back. With fast fiber internet, advanced voice solutions, and smart security, we help you stay connected and protected at home and at work. Proud to power Hoosier Nation as the official telecom partner of IU Athletics. Smithville keeps you covered on game day and every day. Learn more at smithville.com.
Welcome back to Chicagoland. Indiana victorious this afternoon over the Marquette Golden Eagles. I'm sorry, I cannot stop saying Golden Warriors. I don't know why. At any rate, it's 177 was the final count as Indiana wins it today. It's time to take a look at the final stats. They're presented by Old National Bank, and here is John Herrick.
On in that for the team stats, we'll do those first. Indiana shot 50% for the game, 33 of 66. Marquette 22 of 59. That's 37%. Indiana was also 50% from three at 14 of 28. Marquette 4 of 16 from distance. That's 25%. Indiana 20 of 24 at the foul line, 83%. Marquette 29 out of 33. That is 88%. Marquette did out rebound Indiana 39-34, but the Hoosiers had 27 assists. Marquette had just 10. Hoosiers had 6 steals to Marquette's 3. Indiana only turned the ball over 8 times, turning it into 11 Marquette points. Marquette turned the ball over 15 times, which led to 15 Indiana points. The Marquette Golden Eagles did outscore Indiana in the paint 36-32. This was a game that had 44 combined fouls called, 25 for Indiana and 19 for Marquette, but Indiana did lead by as many as 25. Tucker DeVries leads the way, 26 27 points on 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Lamar Wilkerson, 23 points and 8 assists with 2 steals and a block. Off the bench, Trent Sicily, 15 points and 5 rebounds. Sam Alexis, 13 points and 5 rebounds. They each also had 1 assist. Josiah Miles had 4. Drew Snively had 2. 4 points for Tatum Connerway, 5 for Reed Bailey, and 7 for Connor Enright. For Marquette, they were led in scoring by Chase Ross, who had 19, 16 for Nigel James Jr., 11 for Royce Parham, and 10 points each for Caden Hamilton and Ben Gold to round out the Marquette scoring, Don.
All right, John, appreciate it. The final stats presented by Old National Bank, your trusted financial partner. Find out more at oldnational.com. We'll check the Coors Light out-of-town scoreboard, have final comments in just 2 minutes. This is IU Basketball on the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Christian Lawrence.
And I'm Brad Lawrence at Goldcasters Diamonds and Fine Jewelry. And we just want to remind you how much the woman in your life really does love you.
Wow, but Dad, how can you know that?
Well, she puts up with his sports, doesn't she? She's letting him listen to the game right now.
True.
Because she is your biggest fan.
Always cheering you on.
So come to Goldcasters
for a little sparkling gift that reminds her
that you're her biggest fan, too.
Goldcasters at 2nd and Washington in Bloomington.
From tip-off in Bloomington to living rooms across Indiana, we're all part of the Hoosier family. At Smithville, we're not just fans. We're your neighbors, bringing you fast fiber internet, crystal clear voice, and smart security built for the way Hoosiers live. We're proud to be the official telecom partner of IU Athletics, and even prouder to call this community home. Learn more at smithville.com.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Odds are, while you may be an expert baker,
thanks, Grandma,
or hip shaker, you likely don't spend time thinking about advanced medical treatments or research. So IU Health is here with the expert healthcare 9 out of 10 Indiana doctors have chosen for their patients' care. Because whether you're an expert DIYer or expert high-fiver, trust the experts more Hoosiers do. Indiana University Health, no matter the odds. IUhealth.org.
For the final time today here in Chicago, Indiana wins over Marquette 100-77. It's time to check the out-of-town scoreboard presented by Coors Light, and here's John.
On just 2 teams playing in the Big Ten today. USC hosting Manhattan later today at 6 o'clock. Then at 8:30, Washington battles Baylor in Waco, Texas. A few games going on right now. Georgia leads Morehead State 80-50 with 13:48 to go in the second half of that game. Mercer leads 4.5 minutes left in the second half of that game, and Bowling Green on top of Lemoyne 57-48. They're at the midway point of the second half of that one, Don.
All right, John, thank you. And obviously Indiana wins it here this afternoon. As we look at this ball game, there's no question it was impressive the way Indiana was able to fight some negatives here today and still come out with a huge victory, 100-77. That's saying something about this young basketball team. And I say young in the sense they're not young because they've got a lot of veteran players on this ball club, but all from different places. It's amazing what this team has done in such a short time.
Yeah, they certainly, it looks like they've been playing together for years. And that's what's so impressive about it. The other thing that I will mention is just, obviously it's a team effort, but guard play has been so good early in the season. And the one thing we were worried about was the assist-to-turnover ratio before the game started. If you turn the ball over too much against this Marquette defense, you put yourself in a big bind. And that just did not happen today. I think the guards played extremely well. Connor Enright took care of it. Tatum took care of it. Obviously, DeVries and Wilkerson knocked down huge shots, but guard play is so important in today's college game, and we have seen some really good guard play to start this season. And they really carried the load for much of this ball game here today. You get good guard play, man, you can win a lot of games, and we've seen some pretty good guard play to start this season.
Well, Indiana will play their next ball game against Milwaukee at IU. We'll talk more about that in just a second, but obviously a big win for Indiana today. They're now 2-0. Incidentally, Tucker DeVries was given the Gotham Classic MVP award here today on the floor after this ball game was over with his tremendous first half performance in which he had 24 points, including 5 threes in that first half. So just a tremendous gutty effort on his part. Lamar Wilkerson took over the three-point shooting in the second half, and this team walked away with a big win here today. Final score again, 100-77, Indiana over Marquette. The IU Sports Properties General Manager Luke Reif. A special thanks to our in-studio technician today, and that honor went to Zach Allen. I don't know if it was honor or not, but he did a great job for us. We really appreciated Zach. And, of course, our on-site engineer, Rick Evans. Be with us again. Come your way. Well, actually, tomorrow night we'll have Inside IU basketball with Darren DeVries at Hoosier Hanks. We hope you'll join us for that at 7 o'clock. We're most of these same network stations, and hope we have a huge audience for that show tomorrow night in Bloomington. And then, of course, on Wednesday, it'll be Indiana taking on Milwaukee. And that ball game will get underway with our pregame show at 6 p.m., followed by the tip at 7 o'clock over most of these same network stations. On Thursday, it's Inside IU basketball with Kurt Signetti. And on Saturday, it's Indiana against the Wisconsin Badgers in Bloomington, the final home game of the season for Indiana's football team. So that's the story. And the IU Sports Properties General Manager is Luke Reif. A special thanks to her. I already did that, didn't I? I'm getting old. I can tell you that right now. For Eric Soar and I'm John Herrick, I'm Don Fisher. Keep your heads up. Be vigilant. God bless America. So long, everybody. This is IU Basketball, the CareSource Radio Network from Learfield.
On the CareSource Radio Network from the Smithville Broadcast Center, this has been the postgame show brought to you by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the official ticketing marketplace of the Indiana Hoosiers. Find tickets to Hoosier games and more. SeatGeek. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the IU and CareSource Radio Network.